Howdy ho. We're going to have the city of Constantinople. Today we had Rytopia and Indianapolis and Audianapolis, which were much better cities and will hopefully feed into the progress of this city. But we did just have the game crash because my computer doesn't like me. So we're going to hopefully avoid all of the mistakes that we had in the last city. We actually had to invite in a nuclear missile company, which was regrettable. I regretted that. I wish I hadn't done that. We're gonna go ahead and maybe start with cleaner energy this time because we surprisingly had a lot of issues I just have been fortunate enough to not run into last time. We're gonna go for oil right away because oil's pretty good. I figured out that water doesn't work with... Oh, wait a minute. This thing needs road access? I thought that this thing did not need road access. I stand corrected. Okay. We will connect that out to the wider region of Constantinople. We'll road out this way. Now, see, the issue with the last city was we had a lot of good things in it. Oh my god, were those deer? Oh no, those are not deer. Those are like elk or something. Sorry. Easily distracted. But, yeah, we had a lot of serious issues with the last city. We are going to have agriculture this time, because the last time we did not have agriculture, and that was actually rather inhibiting our progress. We're going to start with the size of one plot of agricultural land, though, because I think I should have done this the last time. This is smart of me. Okay, so if we do that... and then we start to build up avenues on the outside of it. This is a much better mold for a city, wouldn't you agree? Because our society is going to be filled entirely with ignorant, ignoramuses. There we go. Ignorant ignoramuses, the worst kind. That seems somewhat squarish. Now, I do have a city design this time, and hopefully from the last time it won't go so bad. We built the highway first. Now, we will have like a cloverleaf intersection there in the middle. We're going to continue with that again. But, yes, moose. Yes, maybe it's meese. Meese. Is it meese or is it moose? Or is it mooses? Whichever one it is. I don't really, I've never had much of an opinion on that. But we will do agriculture on the outside. Eventually, this will become industry. But we want to get all this pollution off of the map. This was what I was trying to say before. But, everyone was ignoring me. Everyone was ignoring me. Here we go. If we do this, and then this, these roads make no sense. But all right, it's fine. It's fine. We aren't going to question it. Yeah, I mean, we had. I rather liked the evil alien base that we had in our last city, and the Sims just had such character, though. Like Simlish. What other game would ever make something creative like Simlish? You know. Maybe, though, it's because we're all looking back on a bygone era when there weren't as many games around. Think about how much harder it was to get a game published. Now people's individual gaming tastes are more atomized. Before, we had an experience of gaming together, which we don't really have anymore, you know? We all play our individual games. We play mobile games. But, yeah, The Sims was something that a lot more people shared, I think. I think that's true. That's just my stupid opinion. But let's go ahead and see this. So we've got this. So what we're going to go ahead and do next, I'm not going to go straight for the high density stuff. That was pretty stupid of me the last time, but we're going to go ahead and we'll go straight up to low density just to kind of build out wide first. That's generally speaking the better way to play this game. But again, your roads are going to have to be all repaved over, but we'll just destroy entire people's lives as we go through that. We will go through with another avenue here because we do want to get this avenue infrastructure built up. Contrary to popular belief, avenues seem to be the best way to... Like, if there's any one thing that you're building up in the long term of your city at the beginning, it's the infrastructure. It's weird like that. It's weird. Here we go. Now we go low. See, this city is already up to a much better start than the last one was. Thank you for coming out, Wanzi. Again, we are streaming this, so I will be getting backseat gaming as needed, because I actually learned quite a lot from the last one. I learned more from streaming from you guys than I do from any like YouTube tutorial or anything, which I did go down this rabbit hole. So anyway, we'll get the industrial on the outside. Then we got the commercial over here, and in popular belief, you're supposed to go residential next to the commercial. So we'll kind of put that more toward the interior of the city, but we'll also kind of checkerboard it out throughout the rest of it. So if we go, I was a little too excited the last time I was doing this. Let's just do another industrial zone, or what is it, residential zone. So you can actually begin moving people in, and it does seem as though we're getting, like imported work from other places through our connections to the sim world because of Rightopia, of course. Rightopia and Indianapolis and Audianapolis, all of which are real cities. Here we go. Good, we've got these roads kind of connecting here. This is nice to see. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's just watch this thing develop a little bit now. Speed up time. All right, so we've got people moving in. Are we collecting their money? We need money. Money. $100 a month. Nothing to scoff at. But we do have more industrial demand. Now, what type of... we do have to build a fire station now. Who would set a fire in a perfectly good city? We'll build this over... We do want this to be centrally located. The more I play, the more I realize I have to centrally locate my fire stations. Let's do there. Just because the response time. It's always in the response time. Where is the fire? Oh, the fire just went out on its own. Look, we have like 20 of the same pizzeria on 3 blocks. Look at this pizzeria. More like pizza reheat. Pizza reheat. Who doesn't love a good leftovers joke? Man. Leftovers joke. All right, let's continue this. Continue expanding inward. Now we will put more of the serious residential stuff near the inside. Let's go ahead and build these avenues this way. Here we go. And we are going to have a cloverleaf intersection near the middle, but we'll probably just end up having to bulldoze a lot of our own roads. See, like, this is very centrally located. But methinks we'll end up doing this. And I am going to build my elevated highway cloverleaf. Ooh, rotated elevated highway cloverleaf. What is this? Well, okay, we're going to have to delete a lot of this then. I take that back. I made a big mistake there. Made a big mistake. Nope. Stop those trucks. Stop those trucks. Hey, Lazy Zafira. Hey, thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. No, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be diagonal, please. Anything but diagonal. No, why is it only giving me the option of diagonal? This is actually a little bit weird. I don't like that one bit. Oh, wait a minute. No, there is an option of orthogonal over here. Hang on a second. Zoom in. Wait a second. Where was I getting that orthogonal option? Maybe all we need to do is build like a... Ooh, okay, there it is. There it is. Yep, it's orthogonal. It's orthogonal. It's orthogonal. Okay. This is how it... Why? See, there it goes again. It's diagonal. Well, when we get that back to normal, what we're probably going to just end up doing is replacing this avenue with this thing. So let's go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and just delete this. Sorry, avenue. We're going to be doing a lot of just destroying people's lives in this run, unfortunately. Now, we will be putting an elevated highway directly over these people's homes, so I do apologize for this in advance. I'm sorry. It's a little inconsiderate of me. But it needs to happen to somebody, and you just happen to be the ones who live there. So we're going to go do that. Okay, I'm thinking that this will be the spot. I don't know if this is going to be perfectly centered, but it's good enough. And good enough is really what we're going for here. We're just going to keep that as a frame of reference. Now, it is exorbitantly expensive, so can we somehow defund this thing? Nope. Yeah, so this is the disadvantage of having an elevated highway early on. I just kind of want this as a frame of reference because I'm going to cross highways this way and this way throughout the city, but we just need to kind of know where they'll be so that we don't make any stupid mistakes for later on. It's just kind of like a waste of money, but we have to, a necessary evil, if you will. What was that sound? That was my computer doing something. I don't like the sound of that very much. Now, these people are, unfortunately, yes, you're going to have to live over the highway. I'm sorry. Write a note to City Hall. Maybe we'll do something about it later on. Okay, that wasn't a very good plot. Sometimes this game just does this. But, okay, very well. One thing we're going to do a little more here is save, because I was losing my playthrough every time I play. The last time. Put dirt roads around it. Now, unfortunately, we don't... That is the one thing that City Skylines really added to just the memeage, was the dirt roads. We don't have that in SimCity. I did rather enjoy that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and invite in Dirty Industry, but as you may know, I don't like Dirty Industry because it just generally causes a lot of problems for your city, and you're better off just avoiding as much of it as you can. So we're going to go ahead and... I might have made this a little bit wide here. Well, we'll have a lot of industry. No, actually, you know what? We're probably better off just fixing it from now on. You know, this avenue is too far out. We'll bring it back, but we'll leave it as it is for now. A lot of little readjustments like this, but they're important to notice early on, because if even something's slightly off, it's going to ruin everything later on. See, like, that was too much room for industry, but it's because the agricultural zones kind of demand a lot. So let's bring it back maybe like 2 pips. And then do there. That's a little bit better. That's more reasonable. And now we can kind of export our pollution. You know what I mean? Like, just let it go off the map. Just throw it into the ocean, like like you're supposed to. There we go. That's tic-tac-toe. That's nice. Okay. Speed up time. Because they do demand dirty industry, but again, we'll just raise taxes on dirty industry because life isn't fair. We're going to raise that up to just like, I would say 13.5%. Discourage them from moving it. And see, like, they love it here. They love it. They want to come so badly. But we did get some manufacturing out of that, and you would be better off with manufacturing the whole way. Just because manufacturing is like carbon neutral, if you will. They don't have a carbon footprint. They don't have feet at all, in fact. They don't have feet at all. Alright, I'm thinking now we could probably build up high-density residential, and I'm going to go ahead and put this not near the doo-doo stain in our city, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on the other side of this thing. So we'll do, like, something like this. Because we do want to get this high-density... I know this area is always going to be high-density residential in our city, so I want to prepare for that now. There we go. Alright, now we go with avenues. See, now we're getting that good city expenditure. Expenditure, because that's a word, that I was kind of seeking earlier on in this run. So I'm glad that the game crashed now, in fact. I'm glad. Yes, I am. Yes, chuck everything into the ocean. Why would I put it into the garbage, you know? Of course I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding. I mean that some of it does go that way, unfortunately. We don't live in a perfect world. Right now, since we were getting pollution with our water supply earlier, I think we're just going to put the water pump in our neighborhood because... Oh, actually, we could put it right here, couldn't we? Well, maybe we won't have any road access there. I don't know if this thing actually needs it. We'll put it there because it's kind of a wasted one space. And then we will start to spread this out over the rest of our city. Now, this song is starting to make me a little bit depressed, so I'm probably going to change this. There were a lot of, you know, like, for as good as this game's soundtrack was, there were a lot of, like, real heavy hitters on this soundtrack as well. Why did I do it like that? Well, whatever. It's done. The Dark Deed is done. Again, we'll save super quick just so that that doesn't happen again. And then, yeah, there we go. Transit angst. I like this. I like this number. This one was a hit. Okay, let's check out our budget. See if we're raising money. By a little bit, yeah. Good. Alright, so we know that we're always pretty much going to be centrally locating our population. I think we've done a pretty good job just bringing them right in there to begin with. We have negative demand on everything. Maybe because of taxes? I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah, why do we have negative demand on everything? Ah, actually, au contraire. We do need more commercial zonery. And they do want some high-tech already. That's fantastic. We want them to want high-tech. High-tech is great. The sooner you can get high-tech into your town, the better. So we're going to expand high-tech, probably out onto this side. Probably just going to end up demolishing a couple of these farms. We have room for it. We don't really have room to start educating our people yet. They're pretty poor. They can't pay taxes. Yeah, we can't really give them an education, unfortunately, yet. By holding shift while placing RCI lots, it removes roads from the equation. I did not know that. Hey, thank you, Sean Honery. Much appreciated. My 2 bottom left agricultural zones. Oh, thank you. I did not see that. Yep, right you are. Right you are. Now, there are a few little tricks that you can play with the roads in this game, and that is nice. That is quite nice. We'll just connect that as well, because it's more veinage in our city. Now, I don't want these to be this wide, so I'm going to, again, bring this back. We've made the mistake here. We're not going to repeat it so much. About that much room. How many is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so there's about 20 spaces. So let's just kind of count that out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. All right, this is about 20, actually. Okay, visually, that does not look like the same. This appears to be wider than this, or then this is tall, but I guess that's just due to the isometric angle. Yeah, sometimes that does kind of play tricks on you. Man, isometry is just so interesting. Is isometry a word? If it's not, I would like it to be added to the dictionary. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and create our high-tech zone. We don't have enough money. Money! We need money. Oh, that is interesting. Look at how holding shift down does that. Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. Let's just do that for now because they'll figure it out. Now, the high-tech should bring in a lot of money. Oh, I forgot that they don't have power. Yeah. Doesn't really seem worth it to connect that zone like that. So let's just add in another residential zone. Can we build it underneath the highway? I'll do whatever it takes. There we go. All right, good enough. I didn't want to have to build power poles. Marvelous, marvelous. Hey, Nero, how are you, my friend? Yeah, I know. I don't like the square counting. I gotta say, like, I kind of enjoyed the gridless stuff that they did in Cities Skylines. And I'll try not to compare this and that the whole time, but it just kind of makes you think of where stuff went. Because I thought that was like a really good city building game. And, you know, I think after SimCity, then Cities Skylines was like the next big one. I'm surprised that I didn't really ever see a SimCity 5. I guess there is that new SimCity that they created, but wasn't that a bit more of like a lighter game? Something like that? Okay, so we do want people to move into our city, so we could lower taxes just in general on residential. I think high-tech will start to move in. This looks like manufacturing. I'm not sure if it's wealthy enough for them to come in, but we might also need to educate our people. The truth is that we just need more people. I don't mind lowering taxes a little bit just to lure them in. Lure them in with the promise of low taxes. Because we got the room for it. We might as well right now. Might as well. Aren't I a great mayor? I've lowered all of your taxes. Don't even have to pay me anything. We'll just get it from the businesses. We'll just get it from the businesses, of course. Now, we do need to have kind of like a fundraiser at the start. Because after you do your first push, see, now we're generating 500 a month. And it's going to go up from here. We got the land. The demand isn't quite there yet. But, you know, we got to educate our people. So we give it some time. And this is generally speaking where the original SimCity was tough, because you couldn't speed up time. or not to this level. See, like, we just saved from $13,000 to $16,000. That would have taken like a whole day of sitting in front of your Super Nintendo, at which point you would have been offered like 40 scammy loans throughout the entire course of the game. So don't do that. You know, be smart. We could destroy the highway section to earn more money, but I want to leave it there just so that just to make a point. Just to make a point. I gotta say though, yeah, like for all that, the gridless city planning, there's some part of me that really enjoys seeing squares. Like I'm a bit of a tight, what is the, is it a tightwad, right? Yeah. Bit of a tightwad, so I enjoy squares. Here we go. But aren't we all, like, if you enjoy this, yeah, like there's probably some part of you that's kind of a tightwad. I would just imagine. No shade thrown. No shade thrown. I'm just being honest. Here we go. You gotta get rid of this goddamn pizzeria. Why is the demand low in this town, though? I'm trying to figure it out. What things can we do? We could lower taxes. Whoops. So used to raising taxes. What other kinds of things? Well, they don't have any education. Sims lacking in lifespan. Maybe we need to give them, like, one local service. Let's start off with early elementary education. We won't do much more than that, but just so that we could get our Sims maybe getting up toward high tech over time. A little early, but I'm going to allow it. And we're going to build over these. Yeah, we're going to build over your house. Sorry. I like this spot too much. Actually, this is a bit more central. Yeah, we'll do that. Good enough. Okay, so more folks are moving in and around the school. That's good to see. Accountant's still happy with me. You're going to be happier in a moment. Yeah, good. All right, all my advisors are happy with me. We're still making money. I'm okay with this. And we can probably take off some from the local school's funding because we just don't have that many kids yet. And now this means that later on when we get a high school, it'll be worth it. It does actually take some time for your Sims to get educated. Yeah, we don't want them getting too smart now either. We don't want them getting too smart. Just elementary school. Learn to count, learn some fractions, but then that's it. No, no nuclear physics. We don't want any nuclear fallout disasters like we had in the last city. That was quite bad. But see, our revenue hasn't really I'm the state. Yeah, revenue. Our revenue hasn't really suffered. L'état c'est moi. L'état. How do you say that in French? Was it? Which King Louis was that in France? It was a little sus him saying that, don't you think? I am the state. The divine right of kings. But yeah, let's not kid ourselves. This game is basically that. Yeah, Louis the 16th, the guy whose head they took off. That's like pretty much the only numbered. I guess Henry the 8th too. Any king who took off a lot of people's heads, that was kind of messed up. Yeah. Glad we live in our time. Okay, how the hell is this car gonna get there? We're actually going to have to pave the road. Wait, can they get there? Yep, they got there. They just did it from that section of road. That was fine. Now, we don't want to have the industry expand too much more. We could have done that near the power plant, too. A little bit I regret that. We will lower taxes on high-tech as well, because we want to attract them in ASAP. I think that this has been a pretty good tax policy for the whole time. We lower them to 8, and we raise dirty industry. Let's raise dirty industry even to, like, 14 or 15, because I really don't want dirty industry sticking around here too long. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Our Sims are getting a little bit smarter. We got some money in our pocket again. So, now what do we build, I guess is the question. Well, we want to make land more desirable. So let's look at some of the data views. Education. Everyone's still dumb as a box of rocks. Not too much crime. We won't need to do that for a while. We got some fire hazards, but we got a decent centrally located firehouse. Desirability. Let's see. Wealthy, desirability. Not really a very large space, but other people want to move in. Commercial. What about high-tech industry? So high-tech industry sort of wants to move in, but it wants to move into like the residential areas. Interesting. Okay, water. We don't have much water. Power is fine. Traffic zones. Traffic's going to be great in this city. Land value, mayor rating, health, other stuff. Okay. So, methinks for now, let's go continue to build out our infrastructure just because that's going to connect all of the rest of the city. So let's do like here. We're definitely going to be building up this avenue. Oh no, avenue, why won't you build out? Oh, probably because I haven't finished this off yet. Let's go over here. I just want that in place so that I can change it later. There we go. Okay, that's good. Cool. Yeah, we'll build an on-ramp. Just destroy those two people's houses for that. Sorry. And then we'll go ahead and build out a bit more. Now, it seems to me like the one thing that there is a demand for is high-tech industry, and it sort of could develop over here. So let's keep on building this section like we were before, and then if we do this, it's going to be a little bit funky, but funky's okay for now. Hey, I mean, even if the overall demand is negative, at least the manufacturers and the high-tech want to move in.
Can I get a house next to the dump? Would like a place to rummage around. After all, one Sim's trash is another Sim's treasure and be cool.
True, true. Hey, Vay, what's up, my brother? Oh, God. Man, that was pretty clever. Damn. How are you doing, Vay? What have you been up to lately? How's life? Ah, Vay Victus. Making a self-driving car. Hey, what's up, Alex? How are you, my brother? Simcity. Isn't it such a throwback? The soundtracks to these games was just off the charts. Oh, God. Man, I gotta catch up with you, man. I've been trying to catch my breath lately. I feel like I was behind on a lot of stuff. Good to see you, though. How are you doing? Now, what is this track? The only thing that is quite unfortunate about this as compared with cities is that you can, okay, they aren't fully filling up this $5 fill-up. Oh, they need commercial zones. They need commercial zones to fill in the rest of this. Okay, well then a commercial zone it is. A commercial zone it is. I feel like when I get pretty excited, I start to sound like Bernie Sanders. Maybe that's like a... Nah, he's not even... Well, yeah, he's from Brooklyn. Maybe it's like a living near Brooklyn thing. I grew up like right outside of Brooklyn. It just kind of like... Okay, now this is getting a little bit disturbing. This is getting a little bit disturbing. Wait, I know, this song gets a little too exciting as well. I think we'll have Bohemian Street Jam. Here we go. I still don't know what Bohemian means. It's very, avant-garde. Very avant-garde. Why does that keep coming up? Bohemian. It's because they couldn't name it Bohemian Rhapsody, I suppose. Oh, yes, I forgot that we need water for high-tech industry. Why did I leave this out of the equation? Such a dingus I've been. Damn. Guys, remind me to not be a dingus. Don't be a dingus like old Uncle Amphibian. I can't wait to be an uncle one day. I really hope I get the opportunity to be an uncle. If I, sounds like such a weird ambition. If my sister ever has any kids, then I'll be an uncle. Or if I discover a brother that I didn't know I had, or something like that. Or another sister that I didn't know I had.
Hello, dingus.
Oh, challenge accepted. Right, Brooke. Thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated, you dunderhead. Yeah, these are some words I want to bring back. Bigger school slash. Yeah, really pack them in there, man. Unfortunately, we got offered that when our population grew. Okay, so good demands are very healthy now. Took a little while to figure it out, but wow, we went straight to high-tech industry. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. Is this... Yeah, this is high-tech. It's the white smoke. It's not the... There we go. This is manufacturing. Oh, this is manufacturing that still produces smoke. Interesting. I wasn't going to be a dingus. I wasn't planning on it. Wake up in the morning looking like P. Diddy. Put my glasses. I'm on the floor. I'm going to be a dingus. Roughly in the words of Kesha, I think, except for the dingus part. Why does that song just like stay with me? Kesha, what a lyricist, man. When I wake, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack. Because when I leave for the Simcity, I'm probably not going to come back. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Kesha, you absolute Shakespearean writer. It does. There's something about those songs. There's something about those songs that just stays with me. This is like a good sinister song to keep it going. All right, so we got high-tech demand. We got agricultural demand. We don't really care for the agricultural demand. We don't want to really expand in that way anymore. So let's just go ahead and build more residences and more opportunities for high-tech to come in here, especially behind the other high-tech is where they'll want to live, because high-tech kind of demands to move into, like, residential neighborhoods. It's a little odd. But, I mean, a lot of cities, if you live in a very nicely laid out city, they'll often do this. Like, you know, an office in a residential area. Maybe they're making semiconductors there or something, and there's some engineer who's like, ooh, I've got no commute because I make semiconductors. Like, I know this guy near me who, he sells vacuums. It was the most interesting job I've ever heard of. It not like vacuums like the Brave Little Toaster. I'm talking about like space. Such an interesting job, though. All right, so we've got some healthy demand going on there. We've got some healthy demand. Love to see that. Some good healthy demand. We could expand out our highway system now if we wanted to. But I'm thinking that let's just go ahead and continue to build residential zones here, because we've already got them in the radius of the school. We might as well do that. If I put high tech on the hill, is it higher tech? Oh, God. I think if you go high enough, you get the space program. Yeah. Oh, that was pretty funny. You are a punster. Man, you guys are just like the punniest. Ooh, zone is too large. Okay, we got a farm on a fire. See, some of the fires in this game are just irrational. Like, I had a whole city with folks who were working in, like, these Dickensian factories. And then we had a fire on an orange grove. Just why? Like, it didn't make any sense. Let's go have an emergency save. Oh, wait, no, we can't during a disaster. Whoops. Yeah, occasionally the game has been crashing, so we want to just keep an eye on that. I don't know if it's because I changed the resolution or if it's just because this game was not originally made for Windows 10. I honestly have no idea, but, you know, I'm not a computer scientist or anything, so... Yeah. Where does this one go? Okay, so this goes one beyond that. I'm actually okay with these road placements. I will allow these to be a part of our city, but I don't want them... You know what? Can they move in? Let's just find out. Will they move in the middle of the cloverleaf? Not a very nice place to live, probably, because you're just... kind of like having a moat of traffic around you all the time. Yep, much as I suspected, that is just an ass place to live, and no one will ever live there. What we could probably do there would be, I don't know, like some kind of park or some type of greenery if we can somehow do that. Can we, like, seed some trees? Yeah, like, this is kind of interesting if we do some trees around there, because we really aren't going to have anything else. Look at that. Look, we've planted the best time to... Ooh, palm trees. Yeah, love that. Let's see. Noble fir trees. I do say that I do say they're noble. All right, not perfectly symmetrical, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's go in like this. I do get a little bit, like, obsessive over getting everything symmetrical, you know? There we go. Good. Build them up. Cram them in. Oh, high capacity jail. I mean high school. There we go. No, high school is a great place. High school is a great place. I love school. Don't question it. Oh yeah, we gotta give them high school because how the hell are they manufacturing all of these semiconductors? Low pH of the acetic acid in the oranges is known to be highly combustible under the correct temperature and humidity. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, man, I didn't know any of that. Did any of you guys ever do that experiment where you make a potato into electricity or something? See, that seemed pretty interesting to me. Like, you take the chemical energy. I was thinking, like, if I eat a potato, could I plug something in to my body? But I'm still looking for the outlet. So that's where I'm unfortunately at right now. I still can't seem to locate it. So how is our city doing? We've got the demand up. Now we do want to prevent some other problems before they occur. So let's go keep an eye on our advisors. So yeah, they don't have any health. That's okay a little bit, but we want to get them some high school education. Let's get a large capacity high school, and we'll put this near the other one. Now, since we're going to have most of our residences in the middle, wow, this situation really does work out, right? If we put it there, that'll pretty much cover all of our residential zones. But if we put it over here, it might cover future ones. I don't really want to kill the property values over here, but also I might just kill the property values over here a little bit. Or not kill the property values, just destroy the people. Yeah, destroy the people. It's okay, I didn't really love it there, but whatever. Local funding. There we go. Probably not going to have that many students at first because most of the people here are just dinguses, but yeah. There we go. No hospitals, just live with it. Okay, good. She just lived with it. Thank you for taking that answer. Okay, we could get... It's just so tempting. All right, we're going to connect out to the other region for no particular reason. Oh, yes, look at all those other homes that we destroyed. But such a nice, even way of destroying people's homes, don't you think? So we've done that. I think that this city is starting to look pretty good, don't you think? Let's save it. Good. So let's go ahead and we will start to connect this to the rest of Sim Nation because, well, everybody's got to commute. And the nice part is that it's pretty easy to get on a highway from practically anywhere in this town. And yet for a lot of the town, it's not very invasive. Of course, for the center of the city, everyone just hates their life. But, you know, that's their problem. Why didn't we offer the road connection here? Is it because we're probably going to just destroy these property values, but eventually they'll become high-rise apartments too, so they'll just have to learn to live with it. That did absolutely nothing. Yeah, why didn't we get on-ramps and off-ramps offered? Let's go figure that out. Oh, perhaps it's because it's an avenue? No, we still should have been offered it. Still puzzling that one out. Okay, we'll figure it out. Otherwise, we'll just do another on-ramp or an off-ramp somewhere else. But see, these on- and off-ramps did connect to this avenue, so that gives me great hope. Hey, Cromdor. Hey, how are you, Cromdor? Yeah, this game is my childhood, too. It's like we're brothers, only closer. Okay, you know, I think no health for these people. We just gave them high school education. They'll have to learn to use WebMD on their own and make questionable healthcare decisions. We're gonna go ahead and just look it up. You'll be fine. Lowering taxes on the dirty people. So the dirty people. Those dirty. Actually, they aren't that dirty anymore. They've kind of come around. They've washed out their mouths with a bar of soap. We still have that demand for high-tech industry. We did build a high school. Okay. I'm remembering this now. We had the game crash. That was awful. Yeah, Windows 10 stability mods. That would be a good thing to look into. All right, well, the residential demand is coming back up. Have we lowered our residential taxes as we probably should a little bit? 8.5%. That's good. We also want to lower it on... I'm going to go just ahead and just do this for the future. I'm going to lower it on middle and high wealth commerce because it doesn't make that big of a difference. And it is going to encourage them eventually to come in. Actually, it might not be service. I take this back. I'm going to leave those at 9. I'm going to bring down the office incentives to 8, though, because I want them to come in and start building commercial skyscrapers, because that's really cool. And if you can get it to happen, it's just... I see that as being the point of this game, to get a bunch of big skyscrapers. 2. All right. Our people are still pretty dumb, though. Not saying that to be mean, but it's true. Look, they are seething with dumb. The other thing that we could probably do here is I'd never like to build these small elementary schools. I'm going to go ahead and just... As long as I can build this one... Yup, yeah, there it is. There we go. Okay, goodbye, elementary school. Even with the kids inside, just avert your eyes, please, for a moment. Oh, it's horrible. Fictional atrocities. All right, well, that's good. We've covered almost everyone. We can slightly increase that radius, too, just by going in and... Oh, look at this. Local bus funding. We could have people like Dirty Harry come in and transport the kids to school. Wouldn't everyone be happy with that? This funding is way too high. There we go. Okay. Now, we want to micromanage those things a little bit because school funding can change your fortunes. It can be extremely expensive to overfund a school and just drain from the city's lifeblood. Until eventually you need it. You'll have, like, teachers rioting and stuff, but that's just kind of the way it works in this game. Yeah, I love this game, though, too, because the fact that we messed up in our last run, like, games were pretty tough. Games were more inaccessible, and I would say more poorly balanced than the past. I don't know if I would really say that this is poorly balanced, but, I mean, I struggled as a 12-year-old in Simcity. And I kind of liked it. I enjoyed this. I kept playing it a lot. I enjoyed struggle as a kid. It sounds really odd, but yeah, like that's what makes games fun, is because it's all about, you know, struggling, having a hard time, and then getting upset and crying. That's what it's about. Oh god, I was such a baby as a kid. I remember when I couldn't beat the NFL legends in NFL Street, I just started crying. It was really funny. I was so upset. But I still remember that as like one of the most satisfying games that I beat. I think I was really young when I did it.
Love.
But it was like it was a few days ago. But yeah. Yeah, NFL Street, those NFL legends were pretty hard. But that was one of those games that EA, their studios, EA Sports Big, they were responsible for that. I don't know if they're still around. They made NBA Street, NFL Street. Those are great games. Hey, 0000000 Mage. Hey, thanks very much for the 4 months. How are you? Yeah, and not to mention a lot of endorphins being released. Like, I get a jolt of excitement in me whenever I see these buildings get built. It's just so good to watch the buildings get built. And look, we have a decent selection of property values. You could live on the I don't know why this side of town isn't good. But this side of town is clearly good. And this side is like in the middle. So we want more of that. I don't understand why somebody would want to live that close to a highway, though. Yeah, look, the house is immediately in decay. And look, our palm trees are growing up into the road. We really can't do anything about that. That is a little bit jarring. Can we get rid of that? Yeah, we're going to have to delete that later. You can also label your neighborhoods. I'm not going to do it because it's going to make me look like a nerd. But I don't want to look like a nerd when I'm playing SimCity. This is such a great track in this soundtrack. Alright, so now we wait. There's a little bit of waiting too, but I don't know. I feel like that's part of the game. It's just observing and watching and enjoying. Here we go. Okay. More truck dispatchals. Dispatch, whatever they are. Satchels. Dispatchals. Okay. Some of these games, though, I feel like are just... Isn't there... Gosh, I feel like roguelikes and roguelites have come up over the last couple of years. I believe there are some roguelike city builders. A couple of them I wanted to try out. Maybe we'll go down this rabbit hole now that we've done SimCity. All right. A couple like little archaic bits about this game though. You can't speed through disasters. Like we're forced to watch him do that.
You da man.
Hey, you da man. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the resub. Outride9. 2 months. God bless. How are you doing? Sim Farm. Yeah, we got to go back through all those other sim games. Well, I was kind of tempted to go on eBay and buy the Herbs Sims in the City. That was one of my favorite games as a kid. The GBA ones, they just had fantastic writing. Those and The Sims Bustin' Out, which I was almost not allowed to get as a kid because my mom thought that it had some bad stuff in it. But I had to explain that that wasn't like, that there was nothing bad in the game, of course. Yeah. But, I don't know, it brings me back. That was actually, I think my sister enjoyed playing The Sims. It was, there weren't really that many games that she played, but it was like, it was very much a younger brother in that way. Very much, you know, trying to get them to, trying to get your sibling to play with you. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Their zone. No, not Constantinople. It's funny, when I was a kid, I would always go over to my friend's house, and he had all these older brothers, so they were playing, like, Halo and all this stuff that was just... would never be allowed in my house when I was a kid. But, I think that's where a lot of my gaming tastes go back to, because we didn't have a computer. Like, we didn't have a great computer. It was, like, my mom would have to work on that when I was a kid. And some of the stuff that I was trying to run on it made the computer run so slow. Computers have gotten so much faster over the last few decades. Wow, decades. Yeah, really. The last couple of decades. I think that's why I enjoy computer gaming, though, is because consoles were much more accessible back then, but it's kind of changing now. Consoles are so expensive. It's weird. Weird to have seen that all do a 180. Anyway, now I'm getting a little bit fanciful here, but yes, that is all very good. Good and well. Oh yeah, we got to do this. This makes the planning of the plots so much better. Wow, look at that. Oh, I can't stand the Nopal. Alright, this is a little bit just wasted space. Probably come in there, but wouldn't really be worth it. D-Zone. Give me my $1 back. Or my simoleon. They even had their own made-up currency in these games. That was so charming, so charming. Oh no, the Toys R Us guy told your... Yeah, you remember that when you were a kid? When you'd have to go into GameStop and they'd tell your mom about all the bad stuff happening in the game? You know, technically it was considered pawning. I was not very good at holding on to money as a kid, so I would like sell back games a week after. But what a horrible thing, right? You know, all those physical games that I lost. But I bought a lot of crap, too. Some great games in my collection, but... Well, I also didn't have any money as a kid either. So it's like you could mostly just go on eBay now. Still one of my most prized possessions is I own a sealed copy of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring for GBA. Like shrink wrap and all. And I'm not really the type to collect that type of stuff, but... Like, it's... I want to save that forever. Even if I were to play the game, I'd probably buy an open copy just because I want to be able to pass down what it looked like to have physical games now that there are so many fewer physical games around. Can't stand an opal. What, you never heard of Can't Stand an Opal? I think, though I'm not that old. I talk about it like that. I'm kind of a zoomer. I think I do remember Windows 95 though. Windows 95 and being like, ooh, Windows 2000. Ooh, like 2000. That kind of whole Y2K thing going on. I don't remember all the paranoia with people about Y2K, but I remember the excitement around it. Watching the ball drop on New Year's Eve. What an unfortunate phrase, you know? Everyone watches the ball drop on New Year's Eve. Physical games are reserved for consoles nowadays. And also, too, you know, all the day one updates on consoles. I did have kind of a nostalgia trip a couple of years ago when I went out and I nabbed like an Xbox One and a PS4. I don't know why. I think it was just to like have a physical copy of something. It was a huge waste. I like never play them because I just play PC stuff. But yeah, a lot of it is like internet updates now. You can hardly even put in the disc. I was just amazed. But yeah, I don't know. Time will tell. I haven't done much console stuff in a while. Man, this music is so forlorn now. I kind of feel that though. Save. We don't want to lose. Let's go ahead and switch the track. I need something. Have we heard Rush Hour yet? Rush Hour is everyone's favorite. I'm feeling like it's time for Rush Hour. Stuff gets done in the city when Rush Hour plays. Okay, environment lady. Oh, yep, garbage. Okay, yep, you're right. I am garbage. It's garbage. From garbage I began, and to garbage I return. Let's see. Okay, so what we're going to do here is a waste-to-energy plant. Hopefully that will melt down soon enough. We'll do a landfill just so we can kind of keep an eye on how much garbage there is, but we really want this thing to be small, because we can't be producing garbage on a normal basis, you know what I mean? And we've also got to... No, why is it... We're really better off not doing a lot of fire. We could do smoke detector programs, but I don't want to waste the money right now. I mean, at least the firemen are earning their money. Make them work for it. All right, so we've got recycling, so we lower the amount of garbage. Come on, get happy, environment lady. There we go. Why are you upset? No hospitals, too bad. Everyone dies. Everyone dies. Oh, let's think. Come on. Okay, maybe I do need another fire truck now. They do seem to be all happening in this part of town. We could divide this up into like quadrants. All right, let's just make sure that we're making money, though. Yeah, we're not making money anymore. Come on, you're just gonna have to burn while I earn money. Literally, the city is burning down right now so that I can earn money. And there is no demand either. Well, there is high-tech demand. Maybe we'll move in more high-tech here. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, PS4. See, I would prefer to have like a PS1 to a P, like a P. 2, 4, 6. I gotta do it again. 2, damn it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I think that's 20. So 22. There we go. Okay, so that's about... so I kind of messed this up, but it's all right, you know. We're just gonna have to live with it. So we want to make places where high tech is in demand because that's literally the one thing that people want right now. I guess we'll just open up another block. I don't know why they haven't filled up this one. Man, don't you just feel that vibe going when we play? This is the best track on this. Man, it's just such a good song. Gerald Williams, and move him into one of the houses. Oh, yeah, make a sim and move them in. See, I haven't really even explored this whole facet of the game. Let's go do that for 1 second while we wait for our ass city to continue developing. Oh, we could create, like, Brian Newby or whoever it is. Which one do I most look like? Really, none of them. Yeah, not a single one of these. Let's keep it a mystery. Hagar Topeka. The sim names are great. Sophia Spumoni. Carmine Mercury. Yep. They all sound vaguely like adult. You know where I'm going with this? Yeah. Tad Bidu much. And it gives you his astrological sign. I am a Capricorn, so I'll move in my sim. Just an arrow. He's gonna live in just this piece of... Oh, no, he can't. Now, can I solidify? Okay, he's gonna have a great life. Actually, no. Tad Biduman. He has a pretty bad life. He lives in, He lives in the low-rent apartments. He drives a long commute to work every day. He hums hi-ho over a new job. Fumes for females? I mean firehouse? Here we go. Home, sign, wealth, just $1. I totally forgot about this section of this game. It's great. Oh my god, we could have him ride around on it. This is where The Sims got really wacky. It was controlled wackiness in this game, though, you know? It didn't get too wacky. Yeah, an adult human person. They all sound like adult human people. Yep, but there was definitely something that made a sim name like a sim name and not a name. You know what I mean? I guess not anybody. That's like Will Wright thought of that. Ah, damn it! My pipe wasn't close enough to the edge. No, it could just be that the pipes are becoming lacking in water supply now. Well, they're very picky in this part of town. But hey, I mean, at least they're moving in more high-tech industries, practically without any push being needed. Okay, we send out the trucks. You know, it keeps happening in this part of town. Even if it does rob us of much-needed taxpayer dollars, let's just go ahead and build one, because... Damn it. Oh, or actually, you know, what I gotta figure out is... Oh, and we could do a day-night cycle, too. That would be pretty interesting. Don't you like that? Ooh, that looks like it's gonna crash the game, though. Let's save it. No, there we go. Windows 10 compatibility. Oh, look at that. That's kind of nice now. Maybe a little hard to see. I'll do one or two of them, but that is nice. It's a whole facet of this game I didn't even look at. All right, let's see if we get that taxpayer money first. No one's happy with me. Look at this guy. This guy's just dabbing intimidatingly, menacingly. Oh god. Accountant lady's happy. Why is accountant lady happy? Are we? Yeah, we are barely making money. But why are you happy with me? Yep. Yeah, I don't even need you. That's like the only thing I need to do. Here we go. Trash tottering. Let's go see. Okay, the landfill is the land full now. That's no good. That's no good. Okay, if I cancel out... Wait, he's green now again. He's right. But how are we producing this much trash? I'm trying to decide if we should get another waste-to-energy plant or a recycling plant. So let's go read up on each one. So a recycling plant reduces city garbage by 20%, but this thing just takes garbage and produces power with it. Monthly cost is 1,000. I mean, it pollutes heavily. Awesome. Cheat code to make your advisors llamas. Oh god, what is that cheat code? Do you know that? I would like llama advisors. Though I do kind of like the ones that are there. How much did it generate again? 5,000 per month. Monthly cost 1,000. Okay, so it's way expensive, but it does have the function of reducing the amount of garbage. I guess we're reducing garbage by like 40% though. Let's see if we can get a second recycling center. And if that reduces the amount of garbage enough that they can start burning the garbage in here, because I've seen them burn down the garbage in the landfills. They will take the garbage out of the landfills. I will turn this car around, mister. Unless if he's upset about... Are we, like, running out of power, too? Hang on a second. If we make him be less upset for a minute. He always gets upset with me. He's very testy. You know, I think that this was a mistake. I think that this was a mistake. Let's just go on with another one of those trash burners. Burn all of the trash. Burn it all. Burn it all. The Dalai... Oh, is it Dalai Lama? That's pretty funny. Build a waste energy plant. Set the monthly funding to 0 so it won't post. Oh, but it does take care of the trash. Oh, you absolute genius. Wait, is that a real thing? These things can melt down as well. Okay, I believe you. Hey, thank you very much. I did not know that. Hey, thank you. Is Cities Skylines worth getting? I like Cities Skylines. It does a lot of things that this game never did. Kind of like a different taste of the same genre. But I don't know. Check out some videos. Sims lacking in lifespan. Okay, maybe they do need a hospital now because we need them to live long enough to become smart, and I just don't think that they're reaching that. Let's splurge a bit because we just got rid of that $1,000 monthly cost, and yet we are getting rid of the garbage. So let's go ahead and do let's do one hospital, and we can pretty much just do this smack dab in the middle of the city. This will raise property values, so these people do look a little bit impoverished. Generally speaking, you want to raise up your whole city's. I mean, I guess you want to raise up your whole city's property values, right? You want them all to live an upwardly mobile lifestyle over time. Yes, more of this. More of this. Maybe they'll even do something perhaps bohemian. Control X to input the code. Let me try that out. Give me a second. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just have to take care of putting out these fires. And we also want to reduce this local funding. There we go. Let's lower this significantly because they just not that many people. Most of the people here just stay alive forever. They don't die. Of course they don't die. They're computer programs. Why would they die? Let me try that out. Except, yeah, we need to go ahead and do some more of these gifts. The gifts are really good. Okay, so Dalai Lama. You say Dalai Lama? Does that work? Should that change my advisors? Oh my god, they are llamas. I don't want them to stay like that forever because they look more like satanic than like real llamas. Can I have them back? But that is kind of funny. And maybe they still do kind of dab angrily at me. Holy cow, this is why The Sims was so amazing. Wow. So Control X with... Yeah, look, they're doing llama dabbing. I wonder what happens if I do it again. Can I change it back to normal? Nope. Okay, sorry, you're llamas forever. It's like a bad thing of Goosebumps, but at least... Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, so it did. There was like a delay on it. So Dalai Lama... Okay, so I can make them into llamas as I please. Well, that is good to know. That is good to know. All right, okay, I'm kind of liking this better now. It's like it's more just of a flippant. Oh, look, he's so respectful, this llama. Okay, yes. You want private institutions because you don't really have to pay for them. It's kind of nice for your city. You don't have to worry about it too much. Let's go ahead and we'll put in a church there. Just that place was de-watered anyway, so we might as well do it. Who else? You're not you haven't been happy with me for a long time. I don't like you. Here we go. Landfill. The landfill. You know, let's build a little bit more landfill just so we can keep an eye on the trash just for a bit longer, and then maybe we'll give this thing a bit of funding so that it can get some power. Maybe it'll get this guy off my case. Just a little bit. Oh, it still does. No, look, there it said it did. Trash incinerated, tons. I like that. I like that. Let's give it a bit, though, just because he still seems to be upset with me. Grave need and... yes. Okay, here we go. We're getting all the events that we want now. Okay, so we've got the church. You want to have churches around anywhere that you want to have built up, so let's go ahead and let's go into our commercial district and just... Instead of one of these scammy car dealerships, we could put maybe this in there. This place looks like garbage, and we said we were going to get rid of the pizzerias. So let's do that, and then we'll do the other gifts. Now, I keep getting offered cemeteries. Is this like a threat, or do they really like me? We should also put in our mayor's house. Let's put it in somewhere that's already very wealthy. This place looks decrepit. These all look decrepit. So let's just put it there. The mayor's house area is going to be very high value, so that's important. Man, this is going to be a very high wealth neighborhood when we get farther on. I know you love pizza, but I haven't had good pizza. This music is upsetting. No, I don't like this. Much better. You know, for all of the good tracks in this, there are a lot of them that I wince at. Not like that I don't like them, but that they... Like, you know, I am filled with fear as I hear them. Okay, let's take care of one problem at a time. Let's check out our landfill situation. If we're still producing, then we're going to have to create another... Okay, well, yes, we are still producing. I will accept the prison, because you seem like a wise llama. But, actually, prison wouldn't be so bad as the other things, and we might need it to get our budget out. Yeah, oof. This is a big, bad budget. We will need to raise taxes. But let's go ahead and get another recycling plant, because these people are really needy, and they don't produce anything. I don't like... You start to dislike your citizens the more you play this. Create a city that's just a giant landfill, like every other city uses it for their garbage, but we charge them rent or something. Yeah, I could see that happening. All right, let's accept that nuclear base contract again. Oh, unfortunately, it is going to cost us money. Figure out this budget. Utilities is very expensive for us. Let's go ahead and check out what we're using in terms of power. Okay, yeah, we are producing way too much power. We can just take down our total power production by, like, a lot. That's good. Sanitation department, for some reason, all we do is just create crap. So, that's not great. But let's give that a second to adjust so that the data can come to us. I'm going to save again. Just had so many crashes that have happened to me. It's not so much that I've had a lot of crashes, it's that when I do have a crash, because there's no autosave, it's further debilitating. Okay, that's perfect. So we're meeting demand. Demand is rising. But the city's budget is... Oh, crap, we shouldn't have time sped up when we don't have our budget met. There we go. I'll do a statue of myself in a minute. Health and education. Health, maybe not so important. Education. Let's go ahead and check out our high school, because our high school might be overfunded still. I think I did keep that a little bit overfunded. Student capacity number, yep. Yeah, so we don't really need that much, because it is expensive. You really need to adjust those budgets. Okay, we're back in the green. Accountant should be happy with me. Good, she's fine. Power Man, why could you... Come on, I've done so much for you, Power Man. Yep. Claim that I am the Prince of Darkness. Oh, bad. Man, how do we not have enough money for our power? Oh, yeah, because the power needs kept rising. All right, I will fund the power then again. Needy people. Come on, just try some candles. Can you believe these people? Do I watch Practical Engineering on YouTube? No, I think, what was the channel I watched? That guy Stuff Made Here. The guy who does the, he does like all the machine learning stuff. I thought that was kind of neat. Those types of channels are really cool though. Kind of like that whole Mark Rober, type of thing. Right, let's see if we're becoming less of a dingus over time. Good taste though, good taste. Hey, Black, how are you? Health is for the living. Graph on power. Come on, tell me. Well, of course the power need went down because we stopped producing it. There we go. Okay, now they're more or less exactly the same. We do want to have that outscaling that though. And we are getting some offers for really nice things like universities now. This is good. I'm going to raise the power budget a little bit more, too, because you really don't want this one to go down. Even if it goes down for a bit, it's upsetting. Upsetting for everyone. Buff it by, like, 500. Okay, we're close enough to budget now, though, that I think that the demand will fill in. Come on, Constantinople. Ah, damn it. Okay, we've got a healthy amount of low wealth residential demand. We could probably zone some more of those things while we still have the funds before we run out of money, and then get more taxpayers to come here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's make these high density. Why do I feel... I like sensed stress in my voice. Maybe it's when the budget isn't balanced, I feel like viscerally uncomfortable. Yeah, I get upset. I get worried. What if we run out? Yep. So, okay, evil.
Howdy ho, neighborinos, and greetings. Double
howdy
A.
ho to you.
I enjoyed the Simcity video. I remember the robot in the beginning being in the Sims
enjoyed.
one. Laughing face.
Oh, I love the robot. The robot was such fun. Hey, happy you enjoyed the video. That was so pleasant to me to see that people like SimCity.
Hey,
I just feel
Ambig.
great
Glad
nostalgia
I got
for
to
this
catch
game.
the stream. I didn't get an alert on the last couple. How's SimCity treating you?
Oh, it's divine. Hey, drown in our sin. How drown in our sin? I do love your name. Robo Engineer Leo. You too. How are you guys? Thank you very much for the subs. SimCity's, I don't know. This city is treating me better than the last city. We've actually got something reasonable going up now. If only they would pay their taxes. But the other truth is that we've established enough infrastructure that now we can comfortably grow the rest of the city. We've got, radio station! Everyone loves the radio station!
SimCity VODs Ambi intensifies skeptical smiley face. Love you, Ambi cult.
The SimCity VODs. Oh, I deleted the first one because I was, actually, wait. The first one? Yes, I did delete that one because I had, like, all of my, my desktop visible at one point, and it had my Steam and everything, so I was just like, don't want to dox myself. But yeah, I was also that the volume was very high. I had that issue with the main video because the music was way too loud because I wanted to make, I wanted to pay homage to the game's soundtracks, which I honestly think this is the best soundtrack of, like, any game. But yeah, it was way too loud, so I didn't think it was very palatable as a VOD. Trying to raise my VOD standard lately. You know? Raise my VOD standards. That's what most of YouTube used to be when I first started watching it, was a lot of, like, VODs, long-form stuff. But I sometimes feel like I'd like to do a little bit of a better job with it. But that's kind of like my mission statement for the VOD channel, is just don't really do any editing, just have fun. Not that editing is not fun, I've kind of talked about this before, but, you know, sometimes it's just kind of you want a game. Pretty much it. Hey, Drown in Our Sin. Hey, thank you for gifting the 2 subs, much appreciated. Yeah, I haven't done any mods. Maybe when I get decent at the main game and I get bored of the main game. Generally speaking, that's how I go through with the mods. Whenever I'm tired of the main game or I feel like I wish this were in the main game, then I go out seeking mods. Till then, though, I don't like to play with mods at the beginning because then I can't distinguish what's in the vanilla from what's modded, which can also become problematic. But yeah, that's a novel thought. D-Zone. Oh, I didn't mean to D-Zone you. No, I'm sorry for destroying your house. There we go. All right, this city is looking better. Okay, we're building up. We're making money again. We're making money, and we still have farmlands too. We could probably get rid of those farmlands in time. Hey, KG, how are you? Methinks it's almost time for another fire station, but at the same time, like, you can kind of afford to have some fires happening in your city. But, you know, we might want to get more high-tech developing here, and high-tech kind of demands that fires already be put out for it. So let's go ahead and take care of that now. If we did a large fire station, I feel like is kind of valueless because, let me explain this, only because a large fire station is kind of like a small fire station but larger. And you need to spread out your fire stations too, because response time counts for these types of things. But I mean, do you feel me on that? Did I ever play the new SimCity, which tried to make it a bit online-ish? I've never actually played that one. I've heard good things about it though. Maybe there was like this lost SimCity that, you know, folks didn't really know about. This lost SimCity that never really discover its potential. Yeah, small fire station is like a large fire station, but smaller. Oh, God. Okay, a little bit more funding is not that bad. Let's check on our schools, too. We don't want them rioting. Actually, this elementary school is overfunded. Wow, good thing I checked on that. I should pay you less. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Simcity societies as well. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about this graphical style that's so relaxing to me. It reminds me of the Factorio style, all of that other stuff. This game ran pretty well too, as I recall. I think I've heard it's single thread processing, so you need to force it onto one when you're on your modern computers or whatnot. But I know nothing about computer science. That was literally just a comment that I read yesterday. But oftentimes, despite all of the ballyhoo and miscreants in the YouTube comments, there's also, 95% of the things said on YouTube are good information. Maybe not 95%, but a lot of it is very positive for all of the bad ballyhoo that you hear about. A lot of it is very good, and I've learned a lot of how to play games. I wouldn't get other more advanced, sophisticated, bohemian opinions perhaps from it, but actually I don't want any of this. That's too expensive. We'll do that later on in our city when we're more ready for it. But yeah, that's how it is. Maybe we could connect up this other side of the city. Nah, not gonna be too ambitious here. We just don't have that much money. Money! Okay, let's do another commercial zone, yeah. The funny part is that building zones is just a great way to raise money. Oh, whoops, that wasn't supposed to be an avenue. It's alright, we'll leave it as an avenue until we eventually turn it into a highway. We'll just replace it later on. You will pay for your sins. You will pay for your sins. Okay, here we go. It's too bad that we can't at least preview this. Okay, I'm alright with this. And how about this? No. This is not Bohemian. There we go. Methinks that. I'm liking this shift click tool. This is way better than the way that I was doing it. Oh, this shift clicking is just making every second of my life just pure pleasure. Wow. Okay, let's wait a month and then we'll give them a road. Wow. Hey, Bazardaki artist. Hey, thanks very much. I also eat food. You too? We have so much in common. What a great icebreaker. Man, I'm gonna say that on the next time I go out on maybe to get a slice of cake with someone. I am really out of words. What am I even saying? Okay, actually, I'm sick of this day-night cycle. No more night, only day. Though, actually, that did look kind of cool there, with all the things lit up. Oh, look, it's coming to life. Oh, so exciting. Traffic. The one thing I do wish that happened in this game is if you observe the traffic very carefully, you'll notice that cars just kind of fade into and out of existence. I guess that's like a memory thing, but I thought that was kind of neat in Cities Skylines, how you could actually follow a car back to its home. That was interesting. Have I saved lately? No, I have not. Thank you for that. Good call. We keep losing progress. Okay, this song is getting a little bit tinny. What's By the Bay? No, we just heard that one. Street Sweeper. Street Sweeper is not that bad. Have I tried OpenTTD? Oh, OpenTTD is another one on this list of fantastic, amazing games. OpenTTD as well as... I never actually played OpenTTD. I think I was too young for OpenTTD, but the one I did play was Roller Coaster Tycoon. I remember we didn't really have a good computer at home, but my mom would take us to the library where they had a computer that could play that. I think we had a Mac, so it couldn't do anything. basically in those times, because nothing was compatible with Apple. Like, at least none of the stuff that I wanted. We didn't have Internet Explorer. We didn't have... I believe we couldn't run Flash on it. Or maybe I had a very small brain. This was a very old world. Like, I know that all of these things sound crazy, but you couldn't even go on, like, addicting games on this computer. It was wild. So whenever you would go to school and we would have recess or something, I think I would just kind of, like, play RuneScape, whatever it was. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Old school RuneScape. There we go. Yeah, I guess that's probably contributes to the memory of this game, what makes it so fast. I kind of like leaving in some greenery there. That's nice. Leaving in some trees, that does look pretty. Too bad, we're going to have to get rid of it in order to raise more money for taxes to create larger buildings. I also think we need to water this area as well. Oh, what did I just press there? Whoops. It's not really a very good way of canceling what we just did. It would be nice if you had an undo button as well, but ooh, didn't mean to do that. I think this game might have been a little bit before the time of hotkeys as well. There might be some that I'm just kind of overlooking. Oops, I made another mistake. Here we go. Because they're really, I mean, it's a pretty robust game for how few things you're working with, which is really nice. You know, you don't need a lot of different tools to make it work. But the few tools that you do have can be used in interesting ways. All right, here we go. Yep, that's good. Hey, Cheese, what's up, my brother? How are you doing? Thanks very much for the raid. What were you guys doing today? You guys doing Zomboid? Ooh, hey, thank you. Welcome in, Raiders of Cheese. Cheese. I don't know if you were a SimCity 4 guy, but we've been jamming to some SimCity 4 today. Do you have any SimCity 4 people? I think Zomboid's graphics were largely inspired by The Sims, so I don't know if that resounds with you. I guess it's kind of like asking if people drink water, if people ever played SimCity. I don't know, is that a ridiculous question? Did you guys play SimCity? We need more water. Speaking of water, water on my mind. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, we're going in with the pipes. Damn it. Nope. Nope, we're not doing that. Okay, we're going to need to restore water. We're going to need to restore water to the system. City's doing pretty well. Love SimCity back in the day. What was your SimCity, my guy? I played the original SimCity ported to the Super Nintendo. I believe it was the original SimCity, or it looks very similar to it. See right there, Sim-Aler? Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody get me a napkin. That was the funniest joke. I don't know why. Why would someone need to get me a napkin? Alright, I'm really running out of stuff to say. I think I'm just going to go back to building my city. Hey, thank you for the raid, though, my guy. But what was your SimCity? Were you like an original SimCity guy? Were you a Super Nintendo SimCity guy? Were you like a SimCity 4 guy? Were you a SimCity 2000 guy? Were you a SimCity 3000 guy? Were you a SimCity Societies guy? Were you a SimCity retitled to just normal old SimCity guy? Or were you a City Skylines guy? The original, many moons ago. Many moons ago. I love that. I love that. I might have to appropriate that. Hey, Zilika. Hey, thank you very much for the sub. Hey, Paralyzed Panda. Hey, thank you very much for the sub, too. Much appreciated, my friend. All right, now we've got a healthy monthly income. This city is coming up in the world. What should we do next? So demand is now at a really healthy point. I think it's highest for high tech, so we should really focus on that. We want to get those guys coming in, but we've also got a little bit more room for them where they don't appear to be moving in. We've got the fire area covered. Got a good amount of manufacturing. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, I don't know what to do here. Okay, now it's suddenly gone negative. Maybe that's just the... Is it creating like this weird balancing act to our city like this? Let's just fill in some areas that I wanted to. Let's go ahead and flesh out this highway system. Let's take care of our advisors because this guy is not happy. Nah, you're fine. Okay, this guy though I was thinking was going to be upset with me. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do now is to take out some of our traffic issues. We do want to be replacing most of these streets with roads. So yeah. Oh, Jesus. Well, we'll have a good response time on that. See, we've got the fire station right nearby. All's well that ends well. So this block is very, very problematic because a lot of people are living in here. So we're just going to go ahead and replace all of these streets with roads. I know that this doesn't look like it's going to do anything, but it surprisingly does. Sort of. And look, they get to the radio station in time to hear, Radio Disney or whatever the kids are listening to nowadays. Think we're good. Oh, you know what we can also just do? This makes it a lot easier to see. Visualize. Okay, it seems to be in this side of town a little bit more. This side in here, it's not as bad over there, but they do have an avenue there. And we are actually going to fill out this highway because, right now we've traded the long-term stability for the short-term stability. SimCity 2000 on PS. See, they ported this game to so many amazing other consoles and things like that. We do want to support these local side streets, though. Man, this has actually kind of held back our city a bit. I hate to say this. I don't know, maybe just straight up avenues were all right. I do think that the elevated highway looks cool, though, right? Even if it isn't good, doesn't it look cool? Doesn't it look cool, everyone? Of course it does. Who are you kidding? Now, here is an issue with our city is that the roads aren't perfectly lined up. So this is going to negatively impact us a bit. We'll take that. What is this? Oh, private school. Private school. We love private school because we don't have to pay for it. Looks like we've got most of our population educated over there. We can add this in over here. It's going to further raise the property values. They look pretty high already, so I'm not sure if that's going to make a huge difference. But, it's just another option. Let's fill out the elevated highways because that seems pretty important. Ooh, 7,600. But look, they are raising higher. They are raising things higher. Okay, sorry, everybody. We're going to destroy the road. Sorry about this. Yes, save the game. Thank you. Keep forgetting to save the game. I lost a whole hour's worth of progress. Really do feel like a whole city was just destroyed by losing that hour of progress. Okay, isn't that nice? Look at that. Oh, I love that. I think we do the highway first, and then we do the road. So we're going to go straight through the dirty industry. Ha 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 ha! That's how you take down big, bad things. There we go. Okay, so we've got this avenue raising the circulation of our town a little bit. What is the expense now? Now it is only like $400 a month. Let's just see how that is. And can we create a highway on-off ramp? See, I think I'm building the wrong set of things right here. Side on-ramp? Oh, you know what it is? Perhaps it's because these are perpendicular. No, but these are also perpendicular. Yeah, I don't really know why this is happening. I don't get the option of on-off ramps here. And this is, it really is the Dickens. It really is the Dickens. A little upsetting, really. Yeah, I don't know why we don't get that option. Maybe if we build, like, little side roads. Let's try this. Find somewhere that they're intersecting. So if we do this... It should, no, and yet it still doesn't give us on-off ramps. Maybe because we're too close to the clover leaf there? Let's have a look at another area. So over here, it looks pretty open. If we just do that, yes, we are getting the option there. So that's what we need to do. We need to build roads through this thing. And we're actually getting to the point where we're going to need to totally restructure the town. We could have looked a little bit further into the crystal ball to have this going, but see, here's a spot where it's very nice because these two roads, they line up perfectly. So when we do our elevated highway over that, See, look, I love that. I mean, yeah, we destroyed an amazing apartment building, but at the same time, look at all the good that we did, too. Yeah. Okay, we have no money left. We are raising money, though, so I'll get over it. I'll get over it. But it's cool, though. You know, we got an elevated highway. This is hard to get done. It's hard to get done. It's just a more interesting urban design, don't you think, rather than just blocky avenues? I opine this. Even if it costs a little bit more money, it's nice. It's nice. That's what I'm trying to say. One thing I wish the City Builder games has bigger buildings like, yes. Yeah, the buildings in Chicago. Chicago has a beautiful skyline. I visited Chicago about a year ago. I'd never been. This is an amazing city. Amazing city. I wasn't there for a long time, so I got to see probably only like the highlights, the good things. I don't think it's a perfect city. I think it doesn't have a lot of crime in some. Well, I don't know. Probably not as bad as it used to be. Supposedly, there were a lot of murders when I was visiting the city. But I made it out. So. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at that. Yes. Oh, that is nice. Look at all of the infrastructure and private property. Oh, yeah. Why didn't we get that option over here? Oh, you know what I think it was? It was probably because we had this side street right here. And this side street just has no business existing. So let's go ahead and just cause chaos for a moment. I think we're going to need to just delete this for a moment. Delete it all. And then I'll put it back in a moment. That's good. I avoided capture. Yes, I avoided capture. I think we'll go highway and then that. Yes, and the rush hour theme is playing while we do this. See, whenever the rush hour theme plays, everything goes well. Okay, this is going to be a highway to nowhere for a few minutes while we figure this out. And then we'll fund the rest of that. But that's going to basically solve the rest of the city's traffic problems, hopefully, because they'll have an elevated highway to get wherever they want to. Then we can kind of confront them individually. Oh, no, I like your city. Don't get me wrong. But I'm lucky I made it out of there. I'm lucky. Yeah. Water department pipes. Let's go ahead and just look into some of our other... Can we cut costs on power or anything? Okay, we can cut power costs slightly. We're going to need to. And, you know, we should probably raise taxes a little bit. Yeah, I think people will still want to move in. We're trying to save up. We got to raise taxes slightly. And let's raise it on high tech as well because it was pretty expensive. So we make a little bit more money, but they got to pay up. There's high demand. I'm pretty sure that it'll meet it. And you know what else? Let's go ahead and raise our commercial taxes because we're not up to skyscrapers yet. That was a little bit too early of me. We'll do that later on in the playthrough, but we just kind of need the taxpayer dollars right now. Hey, on the positive note, look at the landfill. No more landfill. We got the garbage problem taken out. That was great. We don't really talk about these victories. We talk only about the bad things. But let's celebrate that, right? Stop your hating and start celebrating. This commercial district looks like it's going downhill. Why is everything going downhill in the city? But look, we have this nice big tenement. I don't know who else is excited about a large tenement, but hey, it's growing. It's growing. Okay, now we go to the... And look at how satisfying this is going to... yeah. Oh, didn't mean to destroy those, but yeah, it was kind of coming to them. Look at that. Nice highway system connecting the whole city, at least on these parts. That's nice. I think SimCity 4 is better than City Skylines. I think it's kind of apples and oranges. I wouldn't really directly compare them. City Skylines, I would probably play for more hours, but this one gives me a bigger hit of nostalgia. I like the soundtrack to this that I am allowed to play on YouTube more. Cities Skylines has a lot of tracks that are licensed to it that video creators can't actually stream. Like Hooked on a Feeling by, who is it? BJ Thompson? Thomas? Who was it? Whatever. He's the guy who originally sang that song. Don't quote me on that. He sang it for that. Anyway, that's a fine song on that game, but I simply can't play it because it would get copyrighted. But this was an original soundtrack, so yeah, I do love this game's soundtrack. But that's the one I kind of prefer from City Skylines. Also, the writing in The Sims just brings me back a little bit more nostalgically. But City Skylines is a fine game, and they keep adding things to it that just are making it into like the ultimate city builder. And you could just play the Sims soundtrack on the side. Yeah, true. Yeah, there is that. I don't know. I mean, it does have this quirky attitude about it. Probably because it brings back so many of the childhood memories. But if I were a kid now with a PC, I'd probably like City Skylines more. I don't know. But to each his own. To each his own. So what do we have demand for now? We do have commercial demand. We have decent middle wealth residential demand coming up. And are these high? I gotta go check my zoning again. Let's go back into our zones. And these are in fact low density. Huh. I did not know that. Okay, nowhere I would really build on-ramps or off-ramps for these. But let's go ahead and just replace these. Well, in a minute. But good to know that these are all low density. I think I'll just build wide first again. So we'll do another commercial district, probably adjacent to this one. Avenues. This is getting kind of pensive. No, this one's getting disturbing again, too. That's also disturbing. What's something that I recognize? Night Owl. That's a good one. Probably playing a lot of the same tracks several times in a row, but forgive me. Yeah, there was just something like deep and dark and mysterious about The Sims. It's kind of dark in a lot of ways, but that kind of hit me in a way. I don't know. Like, life is tough. It's true. Right, let's go ahead over here, and there's gonna be a big commercial zone. Probably just build it all the way out here, but I don't want this last section built. Okay, that's pretty good. What are we gonna build up to? We want enough room for maybe one more residential area before the next thing. We could always just line it up with the next neighborhoods sections. So let's do that. Let's do each. This is gonna be a better way to do our. Why are some of these things just facing each other? That is a little weird. See what it's doing there? It's a little odd. We have like little quarters and then those lead to other quarters. Yeah, but look at this. That's strange. That's strange. Yeah, like why would those buildings ever face each other? You see what I mean? So we gotta make them even smaller and smaller blocks. All right, very well, very well. I kind of messed this up. No, please, there we go. Good, okay, good. Whew, Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Good. Yeah, that's nice. Good, we got a block. We got a block. Victory, victory. Yeah, well, we could have done the roads first. Fair. Yeah. Probably would have made it a little bit simpler. It's funny, like, they give you all those easy tools, but then it turns out that they're not so easy to use. There we go. Oh, it's an option. It made the game accessible at various levels. I do like a game like that, though, like this. So, for example, this or Cities Skylines, you could make it as smart or as stupid as you wanted. You can make it a very casual game, or you could make it very complex. There is that, which is kind of nice. Hopefully we can get another on-off ramp here. Ooh, we couldn't. That might be too close to the other one. This bad. Well, it's so close to the other one that it might not even make a difference. Oh well, okay, let's see how they develop that. And we'll also run some pipes over there. Starting to occur to me, though, just how much planning you need to put in if you want to make something that looks really cool in these games. Because that's my whole goal with these runs, you know what I mean? Save. Save. Alright, let's watch the city build up a little bit. Maybe we'll change some incentives. Oops, another road over there it looks like we need. Except you should pretty much always accept the gifts. Well, that's a police station, but police are a gift. I don't know what I'm saying. There we go. For some reason, I was thinking of that meme of the woman who says, Jesus is the bread. Which is just so kind of out of context. Was that a TikTok? Was that a Vine? Maybe that was a Vine. Wow, Vines. I miss Vine. Vine came out when I was a freshman in college. Or was it? It rose. It rose to prominence. There we go. So 800. This is nice. You know, we could kind of go in with our high-tech industry now, too. We could replace some of these farmlands just because they seem like easy pickings. Yeah, let's go ahead and de-zone this entire area. Because this farm isn't really producing anything. Oh, whoa. What just happened there? No, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Good, good. Oh, look, it goes right underneath the area. That's great. I love it when it goes right underneath the area. I wonder if they can just build a road underneath. Oh, they can. Great. Okay, so they don't need to necessarily have it be an overpass. Phew. All right, so I'll kind of go in and explain a little bit more of this city's planning rationale now that I think it's a little bit more evident. So I was watching some YouTube videos, and I found a design that I think I like a little bit better. That's the idea that you put all the industrial stuff on the outside because, you know, even if it has to start off polluting a bit, I think we're pretty much all onto manufacturing and high-tech. But it at least goes off the map edges. You build some residential, but mostly commercial outside, and they put your residential in the very middle. And that way the residential people can get to the rest of the city through all of the other avenues that you create. And that is nice. What's the song called with the trumpets in my last video? Probably Rush Hour. I would look up the SimCity 4 soundtrack. I did use a couple of other ones, so I cited them at the bottom. I used one of the Sims songs because it's also Maxis and EA. Good Green, Stop by Link Leaders. What is this one? Country Club. Okay, Country Club is cheap, but it does create crime. Is that a little weird? A crimey club. No idea what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and do... I guess I'll just put this on the outside. I mean, it's $0. It's a good deal. Right? $0. I'm just going to take over this farm and put a country club on it because it is somewhat near to the residential zones too, and maybe that'll help somehow. I have no idea what I'm doing. Good, we got a lot of residential demand coming in now. So I don't really want to expand out too much more residential area. I might do 1 or 2 more residential blocks, but I think I'm just going to make these areas more dense. Especially low wealth. Methinks Plant Robber 2018. Hey, thank you very much for gifting this. Much appreciated, my friend. Free police station. Has anyone ever just offered you a free police station on Craigslist? Now, this one's going to be flanked on... Oh, no. Actually, we could do another residential zone here. Yep, I think we'll do that. How does this... Okay, I'll take that. Maybe we could replace some of those things on the edge with, like, parks and whatnot. This is now becoming a big city. See, now this makes sense, though, right? I'll go into zones, or I'll do water now. Look at that. God, it looks like a computer chip now. Look at that. It's nice. Like Intel would be so proud. Is that low density? Who cares? Now the city's pretty much just going to take off on its own, though. Demand is so high. We're getting almost 2,000 simoleons a month and rising. Ooh, look, they've already built. Wow, look, they went right for high density. Nice. Buy one, get one police stations. Any poetry lately? No, unfortunately I haven't. Well, usually I'm memorizing poetry. If I do anything with it. No, I haven't been very literary lately. I've just mostly been kind of like keyframing, to be honest with you. A lot of keyframing I've been doing lately. That's been good. I made my editing process a little bit more interesting. I do stuff with like a Stream Deck. I don't know if any of you guys make videos or stuff like that, but yeah, it kind of makes the process of editing feel more like a video game, which is well, life is kind of a game in many ways. Here we go. Right, now this song is starting to make me feel like postmodern angst. Do we have the song Postmodern Angst? We do have Area 52, so we'll play that. Area 52 is pretty good. But man, it occurs to me just how repetitive the soundtrack gets. I mean, I'd been listening to it for a couple days before, and I was just jamming to it. But now I am getting a little bit tired of it. Maybe I'll have to play that Cities Skylines soundtrack. Hey, you know, that's a start. That's a start. Or either that, or maybe I'll just add in the custom tunes to it. Though I did look through the custom tracks thing. I gotta save again, because the city is actually doing rather well, and I am worried. But I did check the custom tunes. I don't know why I get like a grade box on that. I can't seem to do it. Maybe it's because I haven't filled out a custom tunes folder, but I wanted to play, you know, the blues. The blues. Yeah. Hey, Jammy. Hey, thank you very much for the Prime, my friend. What do you get when you win the game of life? I don't know. Fulfillment, validation, whatever you're in it for. I can't answer that question. Well, when you win the board game of life, I can tell you that you go to a retiree home and then you die. Unfortunately, and you get to but you get to choose. Hey, if you did really well in the game of life, then you get to go to the really nice retiree home before you die. That's why I don't play that board game. I hate that board game. I hate life, so to speak. I hate life. So be it. Yeah. Okay, let's extend out these pipes over there. Though this is unfortunately going to dilute, to use scientific terms, our pipe network. Here we go. Do this. Okay, not so much dilution. But let's speed up time, and they are, look at the dilution occurring in real time. Okay, we've got to get more stuff. Unfortunately, you can kind of spot them throughout, but we'll try to keep these away from the pollution or areas where I suspect there might be pollution. I don't really want to eat up our residential zones. Do it like over here. We'll probably open up the stock market over there or something soon. You can open up the stock market if you do well enough in this. Game of Life is like a terrible version of Monopoly. Hey, I do kind of like life, you know? Oh yeah, I said I hated life. Yeah, I should stop contradicting myself. Yeah, I hate life. Oh no. Hey, laugh out loud. Laugh out laugh. Hey, thank you very much for the Prime, my friend. We still seem to be lacking water there. This is, wait a minute, this is bad. Why are we without water? Oh, that was not connected to the pipe network. Whoops. I was not looking at that. All right, take some time. See if that's any better. Hey, Dr. Zombu. Hey, thank you very much for the sub. Why are we still in pause time? There we go. Okay, good. Water is reestablished. So what we're going to go ahead and start doing now is, if you want high-rises and you want skyscrapers to appear in your city, you actually need to go ahead and Oh, yeah, there's a water pollution overlay. Oh, thank you. Yes, let's go ahead and check that too. Make sure we don't have any water pollution. Okay, so the water pollution is mostly just farms produce a lot of water pollution. So, high tech produces, it seems, none. That's great. But yeah, farms, I know this doesn't look like it's the farms that are doing it, but it's partly the farms. It's also obviously this that's doing it, but yeah. How are we going to take care of this? Well, we do need this somewhere out on the external part of the city. I don't think that's going to kill us, though. Air pollution is somewhat bad by the traffic. We are going to need to raise this air quality with more parks at some point in the near future. But let's go ahead and just do... Let's see where the demand's at. The demand is there for low-income residential. So we could fill some more of that out here. Or maybe over here where it's already a little bit lower. Yeah, we'll do that. So we build in the avenues. We've got the highway that's going to come over there. That's good. Very good. Very good. I think we're probably just going to end up getting rid of this avenue, though maybe we want to keep some of these veins. It's better to keep in too many roads, I think, to start, and then eventually get rid of them than... Well, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm an idiot. But yeah, we'll do this. Building a little bit further out here, but, you know, it's not quite so high value as it is in the middle of the city. Whoops. We got to do this as well. That should be good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to have to delete this road. A little bit of wasted space there, but it's not going to be perfect. Not going to be perfect. Whoops, we also deleted that. So let's go in with another avenue, and then we'll bring our highway all the way down there. It's very satisfying to get some highways in this game, though, I gotta say. Ooh, do we want it there? No, we don't want it there. Should have deleted that. Yeah, I'm going to want it here instead. Go ahead and delete that. What a waste of money. There we go. Let's go. Talk about it like it's real. What a waste of money. Yeah, it's actually simoleons. It's actually simoleons. Have I tried Total Warhammer? Did I just say that? No, I didn't do Total Warhammer. My buddy was playing Total Warhammer, though. I was chatting with him about it the other night. He seems to enjoy it, and he's pretty into Warhammer, too. Oh, darn it. You know what I did? Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Got it. There it is. We might need to add in another one as well, but... Well, it's a mistake we'll have to fix. Later on, we'll get really rich, and we can just completely debuild and rebuild the city fast. Have I tried the SimCity 3 OST? No, I've actually not. I don't think I heard that one ever. I should probably listen to it because I believe it's also Jerry Martin too, right? Yeah, that I bet you that's a very good soundtrack. I can't say from personal experience, but I know that everything else he's touched has turned to gold. It's amazing. Hey, Zaloris. Hey, thank you very much for the Prime. Okay, so good. This isn't, like, quite the... This looks a little bit more like medium, on average, residential wealth. We did do, we'll just pave over all these people's homes now. Okay, so I'm going to de-gentrify this neighborhood. I'm going to zone it for multifamily housing. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yeah. Man, that was really spastic of me. But yeah. Yeah. De-gentrify. You know, like thunderclouds appear. Evil villain music plays. We're going to de-gentrify your neighborhood. Ooh. Please don't. Please don't take away our land. Yes. All right, let's see how this works. This might change the neighborhood. We're going to change the character of the neighborhood. Ooh. No, don't do it. Don't change the character of the neighborhood. Anything but that. Look at the houses growing larger and the lawns growing smaller. Hey, Drown in Our Sin. Hey, thank you very much for gifting the sub. The highway dead end is for sick jumps. It's like, remember those roller coasters in Roller Coaster Tycoon where the track had an ending? And then you learn that if you turn up the speed on the roller coaster, you actually just cause everyone to die. I don't know how you guys played SimCity. That was how I played SimCity as it... Oh, I can have 2 of these. Nice. Oh, that was awesome. And also kind of bad. Yeah, I don't know how you guys played SimCity. Now, can I do this too? Nope. Total waste of money. Well, we have the money to spare now. It's good to see that these can be built a little bit closer. I guess you want to build these as close as possible. Yeah, low-income skyrises rarely build on high-income, low-density housing. Pretty much always buildings only either stay the same wealth or go up when they up. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's really going to change the wealth, but I'm thinking what we could do is raise taxes on the rich and lower them on the poor. Or vice versa. I don't really mean in terms of like building a utopia. I just mean in terms of filling out the city. The first thing we want to do is just fill out the city as much as we can. Okay, it looks like we're getting ready for another run of high tech. So fortunately, high tech is really easy to zone in. We just do avenues down here and here, and then we'll do this. I think that's good, and then this, and look at how nicely that connects into the other one. Okay, we are low on power. It seems we do have a lot of free taxpayer dollars, so we can go ahead and yeah, it's definitely time for a new. Look at how big this city has gotten. Now we're going to just leave all of this in the same part of the city as well. Unfortunately, we haven't been offered solar yet. Oil's pretty good. I'll take it. I'm gonna put it like there. Pretty much all of this farmland is just worthless to us now. You're going to build a Dollar General and nobody can stop us. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's go ahead and do some pipes. We need to make sure that these pipes are in there because just the one area that can be kind of sensitive is industrial, because if dirty or even like manufacturing builds over it before high tech gets to it, it can just take a little bit longer. Now, is this medium? Oh, this is one of the few areas that we still had with medium density. We need to up this to high density. Actually, I'm not 100%. No, actually, we do have high tech places there. Well, we'll make it into high density anyway. And then we're just going to go ahead and supply that spot with water, because we're pretty much going to need the water if we want this to develop here. And then we can probably just bulldoze a lot of the dirty industries or add parks. We'll just start by bulldozing because we want to maximize the land. Now, this will cause the area to become more desirable to high tech. So, good, we've gotten rid of the smokestacks. We'll give that a minute. That's also considered dirty industry. Is this one? Manufacturing. Yeah, so if you see like a lot of crates and stuff like that, this one's dirty because it's kind of a warehouse. Or it's dirty. Don't question it. This looks, yeah, this is high tech. Whenever they look more interesting, it's usually high tech. So just like a couple of foundries. 1 and 2. There it is. Cool. Gas. Natural gas. The only thing about natural gas, I like it, but it just feels to me like it's kind of like it's not perfectly clean. And it's the one good thing about oil is that it does produce a lot of power. Oil and coal, they make a lot of it, but natural gas is very expensive and doesn't really fully solve the problem. At least in SimCity, so I don't tend to pick it as much. But that's where I'm kind of at with that. There probably is a use for it, though. I'm just an idiot. I've honestly been playing this game for only like 15 hours back now since I started again. Cool. Major build-up. This might actually be too much high industry, but let's just see how it does. Wow, look at that. That's really impressive. Actually, the demand is shot down. Might even consider lowering the taxes for high industry just to fill out those spaces. But yeah, now we can start to do bigger and bigger chunks of our city for the rest. I think our budget is doing great. And I mean, if you look at the hospitals and the schools, we've basically catered to all of our residents with only one of each of those big buildings, which is fantastic. We might need another one, but as long as we concentrate all the residences in one place, that's amazing. That's A1. High-tech will usually only build in areas with high land value, too. Yeah, I mean, we could put in some, like, plazas and stuff like that, but you got some options. Now, the question is, do we want to raise the property values even more? I think we've got just such low demand from these rich folks. Do we have anywhere we want to spruce it up a bit? I guess this manufacturing, we don't want to totally kick out manufacturing. This area looks like it's kind of gone down by the wayside a little bit, maybe because it's kind of like lower income. Let's go ahead and put a church here on the edge because we want to keep our industries at high tech. I think that raises property values a bit. Clearly, yes. Yep. Yeah, everybody's building here again. Good. All right, well, we've got a lot of money. Let's see how our advisors are with us. We don't want to totally avoid so many problems. She's happy. See, this is an advisor that it's rare to make so happy. City water full of filth. Oh, we don't have any H2O treatment, so let's go ahead and do that. I believe that we got through this entire game without any water treatment plant. We'll put that probably near the... I don't know if there is any disadvantage to putting this near the pollution. I think you just kind of want this thing away from stuff. I mean, if it is a water treatment plant, wouldn't it? Put it like slightly away. Fact check me on that. I might be doing something stupid. Yeah, near the country. Yeah, just so they can blow the dew out on the people at the country club. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So there was a skate park I used to go to that had a water treatment plant right next to it. Pretty gross. Pretty gross. Stretch of road. Okay. Occasionally roads are demanding to be replaced. I'm not doing this until the full city is like fully made. But yeah, actually we did kind of ignore this whole traffic problem. There's a couple of roads that we can link up. This makes our lives easier. See, that's a nice line right there. We're kind of putting band-aids on this problem, though. Okay, here's another one. This one looks good. That's a nice long stretch of road. See, these two, they don't fully line up. These ones, though, are good. These are great. Right here on the outside. Who else? Looks like we're getting low on water again. Getting low on water. Oh, what's this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, civil engineer. What's up, brother? Hey, happy St. Patty's Day. Oh, that's your dog, right? God bless. Hey, thank you for the raid, my guy. How are you doing? I saw your comment. That was a splendid... What were you guys playing today? Hey, thank you for the raid, my guy. That means a lot. I'm really more the guest to these city building games than you. Have you done any SimCity 4, or what was your first SimCity? I don't know. Should I say RCE or engineer? I don't know. What is your preferred pronoun, if you will? Yeah. Matt. All right, that's easier for me. I'm Rob. I don't think we've really chatted before this. Hey, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated, man. Welcome in, raiders. What were you guys doing? Oh, Rogue Tower. Rogue Tower. That's one I gotta get on. Man, like all of these nice roguelite games, I was just feeling this nostalgia trip. Happy Patty's Day to you, too, as well. Hey, Hippo Lippo. I think you've... sorry, Hippo Lip Hippo. Hippo Lip... You know, it was Hippo Lip... Oh, with the extra P. Hey, thank you very much for giving Matt the sub. I've seen some of your stuff. Your stuff is really good on these cities games. Like the city's skylines with the poop thing. Poop Kano. Man, I want to make my own Poop Kano now. Have you thought of revisiting any SimCity? Man, it fills me with the quirkiness to try this game. Oh, wait, one of my power plants is being destroyed. Hang on a second. Jesus, no, I shouldn't have sped up time. Jesus. It's like... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I like Cities Skylines. I think it's more robust and more of a complete game than this. Okay, yeah, we are running out of power. One of these things is going through a meltdown, and we have a lot of garbage being exported over to either Indianapolis or Audionapolis. It's got to be one or the other. But cruise ships through the poop can. A do cruise. Is there a pun there? There's got to be a pun in there somewhere. Oh no! 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 We need to supply more power. Hang on a second. My llama advisors are telling me that we're running out of power. Hang on a second. Have you ever converted all of your advisors to... Okay, there we go. Capacity, the capacity. Sorry, everything is a city, so it's not the capacity anymore. It's the capacity. Oh, Jesus. See, there's a pun. Yeah, you don't have... yeah, you just got to put in the Dalai Lama cheat code to get your horse people. But I can change them back if... they do actually fill me with fear, because I feel like we're playing The Purge whenever I do City Skylines. Or not, what is it? This... what is the name of this game? SimCity. I'll change them back, though, because it does make me feel like... No, not Dalai Lama. There we go. Though that would be... If someone is having a Dalai Lama, please invite me. That just sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, SimCity is nostalgic. Yeah, but they don't really look like llamas. Now, see, they're people again. You can open your eyes again. Traffic jams on the side street has the... No, don't stew the local Sims. That sounds inappropriate. I won't have any of that in my city. Basically, we've just violated everyone's human rights in this city. It's a horrible place by building a highway over their homes. But it's actually doing quite well. We're getting closer to skyscrapers. Just one of my many ambitions from when I was 12 and crying about this game. No, I don't think I would ever... I think I would always relax. I was a pretty upset kid, though. I mean, looking back, how did I make it this far? Surprising. But what was your SimCity, though? Were you like a SimCity 2000 guy? Were you like a SimCity original guy? Were you a SimCity Super Nintendo guy? Were you a SimCity 3000 guy? Were you a SimCity Societies guy? A SimCity, just the normal name SimCity guy? Were you a SimCity 4? Our current game kind of guy? What kind of SimCity guy were you? Middle wealth, or actually low wealth. I don't know why I said that with such disdain in my voice. Low wealth. No, I'm not really like that. Dalai Lama, melting clocks everywhere. Oh, what, like, who is it? Salvador Dali with his melting clocks. Yeah, that was kind of a weird shtick, don't you think? Melting clocks? Why melting clocks? Everybody, you don't need to... Okay, here we go. We got to get in the more commercial zones. If you don't build up the commercial zones early enough, fast enough, you will be smackledorfed in this game. We have avoid being smackledorfed. We have avoid. Wow. Sentences, Rob. Jesus. Sin City, original and SC. Yes, Sin City was also just a banger. See, this is a nice chill track. I miss the characters from the GBA games, though. Those were really where it was at. I thought there was such clever writing. Man, I really gotta get a Game Boy again. That was just so much of my childhood was just spent indoors. Wow. But not really even GBA. GBA had some great titles, but it was basically like a fluffed up Super Nintendo. Didn't it have essentially the same... I mean, it was so similar to the Super Nintendo, but there was a lot more that you could do in the... I don't know, maybe I'll take all that back. Super Nintendo had the same controls, more or less. Did Super Nintendo have 4 buttons on the right-hand side? I don't know. I'm done comparing and contrasting. I thought I was a genius when I discovered this when I was a kid. I was like, the Nintendo Entertainment System is like the Game Boy, or the Game Boy Color. And the Super Nintendo is like the GBA. And I was like, no one has ever seen this. I should become a video game journalist. That was my weird ambition when I was 10. Was it 10? I think I was in. No, I think it was 11. I think it was 11. Became suddenly extremely precocious over stupid things. That's a good name. That's a good age for that, though. You know, just reflect back on my childhood like that. Then it went, and then it all went wrong at 12. All right, let's see if they have enough water. Time is an abstract constructed to make us. I was about to get to see. So Advance Wars. Advance Wars was amazing. Advance Wars was incredible. I would have so many battles, and then my GBA would run out of battery, and I would have to have them again. And I loved every second of it. It was amazing. Okay, good. Our workers are going on strike. They don't need to be paid that much. Here we go. We'll raise the school funding. We'll pay you more. We'll pay you more. Please stop rioting. There we go. Okay, now we are spending a lot of money, but it'll come back up. It'll come right back up. People will love to pay these taxes. You will, won't you? Why are we out of power? Oh, no. Okay, this is problematic. Give them more money. Give them more money. Let them burn the dollar bills. Burn the dollar bills. Actually, this one does not need it. We just need a third power plant. This is unexpected. Are we actually using up all that we're producing? Do I like or own frogs? I don't own frogs. No, I think my name is mostly just, it's like a alliterative tongue twister. That's why I wanted this name. I don't dislike frogs. What is that, what is the frog meme? What are frogs? What are frogs? Just seemed like a meme-y animal to me. I know everything that you know is a lie now that I've said that, right? Well, you know, we didn't really go with the necessary coal plant at the beginning, so let's have a novelty coal plant. Let's see if that improves our power problem city. Yeah, there we go. Coal isn't all that expensive to burn. There we go. Just burn it into the high-tech industry. Man, it must be just so upsetting to look off into the distance and realize that your whole city is generating that much pollution. Ah, now you give me the solar power. Asshole. Okay, next time. Actually, this time. I regret everything. Goodbye. Man, those poor coal workers finally getting a place to call their own. Hey, sit here. I thank you for the 6 months, my friend. Hey, appreciate it. Hey, Ghoul, what's up, my brother? Hey, thanks for the 7 months. Jesus Christ, Ghoul. How are you doing? I was just chatting with my friend over in Raleigh the other day. Love Raleigh. I want to go visit there again sometime. Coal is the answer. I agree. Hey, Young Dash. Thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. Hey, are you a SimCity guy? Man, my city's really improving now. Do we have anyone with low taxes? Because no one wants to move here anymore. Okay, we could raise taxes on high tech slightly just to improve the rest of the city. Like 0.5%, because, you know, they love it here. They love our city. They're not going anywhere. I take that back. Come on, 0.5%, that's it? How cheap are they? Jesus, all we needed was to power their industry without going broke. Now this is upsetting me a little bit. Now we need to have less power. No, how can we do this? Okay, let's go look into our power. Okay, our capacity is still way over. But not by that much. Alright, I guess we're just going to need to pile up the garbage then again. If that's how we're feeling about this, we're just going to pile up the garbage on all of your lawns. No, it's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and lower your taxes again so that you'll stay. Please don't leave. We'll lower them again. What if the government were really like this? And people were... It's expensive to move your business. Come on, man. We need to trick them into staying. Let's go ahead and do... Probably not going to need that much room out here for this. Let's do like that. Okay, now I'm ready to build the last of my big areas. And now we can move them all in. Because we can invest in the short term so that we can collect their tax revenues in the long run. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Commercial district to create commercials. I think when I was a kid, I was naive enough to believe that that just meant that they created commercials in commercial districts. But it still kind of makes sense to this very day. Now we have $440 left. We lower everyone's taxes because we have negative money. We don't even have that capability to print money yet, but let's lower them for, especially for high tech, because we want a lot of them to move in. And then we're going to lower them all for a commercial. 8. Oh, there we go. Wu-Tang. Oh, Jesus. All right, I hope that this works. Be a shame if it didn't. Be a shame if it didn't. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'll accept it. Show me the military base. Show me the military base. Just bring in more people so that we can get their money. Oh, God, no, this could be really bad. We're gonna go deep into the red now. We might have to have some dirty-ass water in the city for a while. Oh, no, this is getting a little out of control. Negative $10,000. Oh, no, the government. Yeah, we could trick them into staying. Well, we could raise taxes incredibly high for a little while, but let's just see if there's anything else that is like a major expense on our income statement here. Sanitation department. Okay, you know what? We're just not going to take your garbage for a couple of days. You know, I kind of take this back. We got to raise them all back up to 9. We tricked them into moving in. They're already building the house, so they'll have to stay. What else can we do? Residential demand looks a little bit too high right now. No, I don't want to get them to leave. But, transportation. We could probably go down on mass transit. No. Road services. Let's just see how that does. See if that improves our budget just by a little bit. By a little bit. Okay, they are building up over there. They are building up. Is that going to be enough to afford pipes? Oh, what is that? Oh, no! It's horrible. No, I didn't mean to do that at all. Ooh, not the right time for the power plant to blow up. Jesus. Okay, you know, scratch all of this. I should have checked in on the power plant's health. It's okay. YOLO. We're gonna go ahead and just build these gifts. We're gonna build this missile range now. We'll build the missile range. Everyone loves a good missile range. Could blow up the city, but should at least be interesting for a little while. We'll put that near the science geeks because they're gonna... maybe they could intercept the missile or something like that when it's coming over. We'll put the toxic waste dump over by where we were already polluting on this road, which led directly to the other city. Why can't I build a toxic waste dump there? Oops, don't speed up time. Okay, well, actually, we are in the green again now that the power plant is blown up. But the whole city is probably going to be pretty low on power. Oh, that had to be what was wrong before. We didn't need to invite in the nuclear missile people. It was just not producing power. Okay, well, that's fine. Should we have a toxic waste dump anyway, just for fun? I think we should. Yes, absolutely. Right there. This is going to... Oh, my dear God. It's going to irradiate us all. Well, at least we'll have taller NBA players, you know. We'll put that nearby the cemeteries so that we could use that for that excuse. And then we'll have area 5.1. Yeah, am I really trying anymore? This might actually destroy the entire city. I've just built every single structure that's not supposed to be built. Yeah, radio. Yes, we'll have a... Man, can you imagine SimCity with a zombie mod or something like that? That would be super neat. I would like that a lot. Do we actually need the other power thing? What is our power usage? Oh. I should really keep an eye on my, jeez. You know, that was all totally unnecessary. Well, we're fine, as it turns out. That one power plant just wasn't producing anything. It just doesn't... I wasn't reading the messages. Phew, Jesus. Okay, how are we doing in terms of wealth? Let's lower everybody's taxes a bit, because they're not going to be too happy about the toxic waste dump I just invited in. Actually, I think I am going to delete the toxic waste dump immediately. That was just a massive waste of money. I don't want them around here. And I also kind of fear the nuke people, but we're going to leave that one because it's funny. It is. It's pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. It's really funny to have nukes on this side of the town that are just being launched without warning at any moment. That sometimes trigger an amazing animation. All right, we're also going to have water, you know. If you have nukes, you also got to have some water from time to time. Ooh, that was a lot at once, wasn't it? Wasn't that a lot at once? Yeah, we're just investing in the future. Just investing in the future. Don't worry about it. Don't worry too much about it. Let's go ahead and we'll get some water pipes over there. Some water pipes again. I do feel pretty good about the grid of this city. I think we've scaled this up in the right ways. There it is. There's another one. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, good. More pipes, more pipes, more pipes. Good, you can expand your stupid business where you make, whatever you make, hair dryers or whatever these high-tech companies are making. Advanced back scratchers. Advanced back scratchers. Hey, Hermit, how are you, my friend? Look at a city that words are backed with nuclear. And if you don't believe me, you can go to the nuclear power plant tomorrow and ask them and tell them how you feel about it. We don't have a police force, we just have nukes. It sends out the message. Okay, now this city is generating a lot of dough. We're getting pretty, let's save the game. We had a lot happen there. But yeah, sometimes your power plants do just, like, stop working. I don't know why. Oh, that looked like something went wrong over there. Oh, what was the emergency? What was the emergency? We're probably going to get rid of this place before it blows us up. Yeah, that is definitely a fire. We're going to need to build another one of those. Yeah, this is why I generally think that these things are clearly an explosion. Now, can it off-road it? Did we pay for the four-wheel drive on these things? Okay, it's fine, it's fine. You know, I should have left the nukes there. I regret that. I really do. I think it would have sent out the right message to our people. Those farms over there seem a little irrelevant there now, don't they? Yeah, why, you know, fund nukes at the federal level when we could just do it at the local level? I know that they're paying us, so it's like a contract by some kind of private firm or whatever it is. But by the time they're done with us, we'll probably be very infirm. I've never had this advisor happy with me for the entire time. What are you upset about? Oh, I know what you're upset about. We lost one of our waste facilities. When that thing blew up, it destroyed two of our facilities. I understand your pain. I am working to resolve your problems. Okay, you usually have some good points to make, except I think that this one is a little bit trifling. Impudent strumpet. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we do have room now to expand, so we can lower taxes slightly if we want to. I'm trying to think of how else we'll raise demand. Let's just lower them all around. I'm gonna go for like a generalized, actually just high tech, because we're gonna have a lot of room for high tech. Okay, let's Speed up time. They should move in there now. Good. Last couple of places filling out with high tech. So if you don't have any room to expand, but people aren't building, you gotta lower taxes. That just brings them in, and maybe as they get the jobs. You know, this middle part of town, even with that four-leaf clover highway intersection, still does look very desirable. I think that we did a great job in that part of town, guys. The nukes have glowing reviews. Yeah, have you ever read the nuclear bases reviews on Yelp? Man, I got you know, you always get the right opinion on Yelp. Actually, Yelp is not that bad for getting good reviews. I gotta say, like, at least I have one particular instance in mind. There's probably a lot of exceptions. People just angry about some people just hate everything, you know? Who knows why? They hate. They hate. But yeah, Yelp can be a great place to get, like, the straight poop. Alright, we're definitely going to be expanding out here, so let's do this. And good. There we are. See, this city has topography. Like, that elevated highway in the middle. What is happening? Wait, why did it zoom out automatically? I need to save. Usually bad things happen when it zooms out automatically. Why did you zoom out automatically, game? Nope. All right, everything is fine. Ignore that. Okay. Yeah, we need medium wealth people to come in, so nothing says medium like living in the corner. I have no idea what did that even mean. Okay, medium people, you can live over here. Join me, mediums. That's a weird spot to put a road. I disagree with you mostly, but okay, this makes a little bit more sense. I'll allow that. Okay. And then we'll do this. Why would you put the roads there, though? Why would you ever put a road there, you absolute buffoon? There we go. Okay, good. Good. And I think that this is the last one. Ah, that satisfying, clean moment when you finish some of the city. Good. All right, let's let that develop. This is a city now, guys. We've almost filled up the entire block. It feels full. Yahoo Answers. I do miss Yahoo Answers. Why don't I get recommended Yahoo Answers anymore? I used to always love Yahoo Answers. There's such funny things. Sometimes I would just read Yahoo Answers for entertainment purposes. Did I try Loop Hero on Steam? Loop Hero is a great game. I do love Loop Hero. You have excellent taste. Loop Hero is really fun. I did play Loop Hero. It was a good time. I think our pipes are thinning out again. I'll build 3 here. Yep, they are definitely thinning. Alright, let's build another one of those things. Water doo-doo facility. Here we go. No, this isn't really one of the doo-doo facilities. Where do you work? I work in a doo-doo facility. Doo-doo. Yeah, I love doo-doo. It's just such a great word. It's just such a great word. Doo-doo. Duty. It's pretty funny. I feel I'm a child. Duty. 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 Alright, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. How is this my job? This is crazy. I laugh at duty. You do get to a point of making videos where you just go, how is this what I'm doing? SimCity 4 compared to SimCity 2013. I've never actually played SimCity 2013. But I'm also told that a lot of people... though I don't know. There's a lot of games that I found unpopular that I do enjoy. Or that a lot of people find unpopular that I did enjoy. How do we get demand to rise in our town? Ooh, this is not good. We got more room. I guess we could go through and we could check off some of the problems that our advisors are giving us, because I don't... Ooh, this is like a lot of greenery in here. Look at the plantings in the middle. That's very nice. Ooh. Oh, they do that everywhere. Let's have that day-night cycle again. There we go. Oh no, not a fire. It's fine. I gotta say, I think that we did a better job with this city than any of the previous ones. Although it's taken a longer time for some reason. I think it's more well laid out. SimCity, yeah, I don't know why. It's like a previous year, but SimCity 2013, that does sound more futuristic than what we're at right now. I don't know. I was getting excited, though, because back in, like, the early 2000s, right, like in the aughts, as they say, the years 2000 to 2009, people would always call it 2000, you know? The year is 2001. I was arrested in the year 2003, and whenever they're trying to refer to those types of events, the important events that occurred in those years. But then we got to like 2010, and a lot of people still said 2010. They weren't saying 2010 yet. But now that we're in, you know, like 2022 and beyond, and even several years prior to this, people have been saying 20-something, and it just feels like we're living in the future. You know, I don't think that we take some time to appreciate these things. My power plant is definitely fine. Yeah. We aren't getting that weirdo. Well, what is going on here? It's not the power plant. It's just that these people are unemployed. What do they have demand for? They want to work in agriculture and high tech. So we'll give them some high tech jobs. Let's go ahead and check on education because we haven't looked at that in a long time. And we also don't have a university in this city. We probably should get a university. Just because I think it's going to improve. Does it actually improve the overall education of your citizens? I mean, it would make sense that it does, right? But
Ambi nobody expects.
Esserval. Hey, thank you very much for the... that is one of my favorite emoji. Thank you very much for the sub. 11 months. God bless you. Thank you very much, my friend. My power plant. No, it's our power plant, not my power plant. Oh, you think I'm so grabby about my power... yeah, that high school's not really cutting it anymore. That's funny. Like, nobody goes to school. Who's going to school here? All right, we'll give them more bus funding. Get those kids in here. Get them smarter so that they can work in high tech. We're gonna need computer chips ASAP. You know, I really could have built my residentials, and this wasn't perfect, but we got most people smart. We just have this class of, like, Dickensian chimney sweeps living on one part of our society. Zone is too large. I disagree. Wholeheartedly disagree with that. Let's go. Whoops. There we go. Zone is not large enough. All right, where am I going with this? Roads. I'm really just excited. I want to get this thing done. I feel such great satisfaction once the city finally is, like, there, and we're almost there. I can feel the momentum. It's calling me. Let's lower everyone's taxes to get them all to move in. Maybe like 8.5% on everybody. I think that we could afford to do that, just like a tax cut across the board. Just to get them in here. Get them in here. What do we have, 52,000 people? I'm sure that some people could move into a skyscraper and they would love that. Let's get this, actually, let's get the bigger commercial structures going. Let's lower theirs down to 8. And then we really want to get those high-tech folks in, but they're already coming because we got it down to 8. Agricultural, dirty industry, yeah, that's fine. It's commercial and residential. I think it's already low enough on high-tech, but we'll see. Okay, good. They are developing the area. Sort of. But look what's starting to happen is that all of the places in the center of the city where it's already zoned for residential are starting to rise up. So as we lower... power. The power's fine, right? The power's fine. Man, these people really aren't paying enough in taxes. Suddenly, I'm feeling another tax rate rise coming on after all of those cuts. That's not so great. Might have to make this place even bigger. We nearly are there. We're nearly maxed out. But even when you hit that, there's still... You can rise vertically, even after we rise up to our other heights. One thing we might consider doing is consolidating our water pumps, because they are kind of expensive and spread out right now. Oh, I forgot to expand the water network over there. We got to work with what funds we've got, though, while we can still invest it and bring it into cash flow. We want to turn that principal into cash flow ASAP. I'm like a SimCity financier. I'm like a SimCity fiance. If that oil plant blows up, it's gonna hit my solar plant. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we should probably separate those. Well, it's too late for that now, so let's just blow up the cemetery if anything happens with that. It bothers, like, the power plants don't blow up all the time in real life. It's not like it's the mayor's decision, it's somebody else who's an expert at this kind of thing. You know, like, they wouldn't have, whoever happens to be the president at that given point in time be like, should we blow up the power plant? Because it looks like something might go off, you know? All right, are they at least reaping the power from this? Good, they are. They appear to be. They're turning on their lights, using up more valuable oil and destroying our Mother Earth. Good. Okay, let's zone some more residential zones because they clearly want to move in here. There we go. Okay. Fix that up. Fix that up. That's what we're looking for. That's it, baby. There we go. Don't do that. Do this. Yeah, you know, you might want to plan your power plants, you're right, in terms of, like, when will they blow up? But now, I was hoping that things would go better from the beginning. This is a little too, like, safari for me, this song, you know? I was feeling it before, but not right now. How about Urban Underground? I'm feeling kind of gritty. I'm feeling, you know what I'm feeling? Not that no one would say this. I'm feeling a Bohemian Street Jam coming on. I'm going to need to pick out a different... I feel like we've gone through the whole soundtrack several times now. I'm a little sad. I love the soundtrack so much, and then I overplayed it to myself. But it's still good. It's still good. Oh, yeah, how is our sim? Is that guy still alive? Tad, bit too much the second. Oh, this was his child, I suppose. It looks like our original sim must have died. Oh, I didn't know that happened. See, that's like little Easter eggs like that is what... that used to be in a lot of these types of games, you know? Even that, like, that whole Dalai Lama thing. That was pretty funny. Didn't you think that was funny? Laugh or else. This is a nice looking city, though. Like, now, just... We haven't really taken any time to appreciate it. You didn't appreciate it before. But now you're going to appreciate it good. You are going to appreciate it good. You're going to love this city. Or else. Now, let's bring over this pipe over this way, and then that one there, and... Just be the rest of the people. Bring in the people, and then the people will bring the jobs. This is a nice place. Yeah, I'd move into this. I'd want to move in somewhere like... Maybe like here-ish. No, not that close to the highway. Maybe I'd live in that big tenement. You know, get a lot of neighbors. Argue with them. Quarrel with them. That sounds like a nice way to spend my time, right? Sustainable. At a certain point, the cemetery will start making oil for my plants. The cemetery. We can just go straight up night. It's kind of nice. I think I'm gonna... Ooh, that's a little bit blinding after the night view. Well, blinding it is. Blinding it is. We could go agriculture. I just don't care for having more agriculture in the city. I've seen cities that have no agriculture and are fine. We just need to wait for our population to get smarter. We'll give them some time. Give them some time. Let's build a university so that maybe they'll get smarter in that time. Create more demand for high-tech jobs, because a lot of it still does appear to be manufacturing. We could raise up taxes on manufacturing, too, if we wanted to get everything to high-tech. But let's also see if we have any free presents anywhere. We could build a statue. It's not that expensive to upkeep, so I'll do this. Somewhere that's already pretty high wealth, I think. Maybe encourage more development there. Maybe like there. I don't know. Will people want to move near my statue? Will they want to build an apartment building there? Something like that. What a vain thing to say. Let me build another statue of myself across the street from the first one. Destroying a man's house for no reason. And then I'll build a third statue of myself, an even more impressive one. Maybe we'll build this one like down the block. We could build this somewhere a little bit more useful maybe. Let's see. High-tech. Where do we want it to be high-tech, but it's not? Yeah, this looks like it's stuck in manufacturing a bit. Let's do one there. Maybe that'll raise the wealth or something. I don't really know what I'm doing with a lot of these presents, though. Oh, no. Okay, fire trucks. No, the fire situation has been fine for this whole city. City Hall. We'll build a city hall somewhere. Let's get somewhere really rich and expensive. These seem to be very well developed. I don't want to mess with these, but let's get rid of some of these unemployed people. We'll just evict you and destroy your house if you don't have a job. Motivation. Put it like here because this area is a little bit more undecided, or... Yeah, this one's got some traffic. Let's put it over here. That way they finish it up. That wasn't none of that was good ideas. Oh, okay, we got a courthouse at long last. Let's put the courthouse over here because I want this area to be very rich, very nice, very nice. These places are kind of dingy now, so let's just get rid of those, put in a courthouse. That does actually look like somewhere that a courthouse could belong in the city. Just realized that this is SimCity 4 and not The Sims 4. Yeah, frequently mixed up. I wonder if there's a reason why they go to 4. I feel like SimCity 4 has been... you know, the one. And The Sims 4 was the one. We've still got a lot of residential demand. I'm wondering if we should just put more residences on the outlying parts. What we'll end up with. Okay, more fire trucks. Why is everyone moving out? Probably because we don't have any agricultural jobs. You know, let's... just because we have the goddamn demand for it. I'll build like 2 farms over here. Here, have a random farm over here too, just so that we have something for that spot. We have no one that knows what to put over there. We'll see how we do with that. I bet you though that for the rest they could just kind of build up in the middle. I want to keep, again, I'm gonna go out to the, just so you can see that I actually had a plan for most of this thing. Look, it does look fairly robust. I guess I should have done more commercial over here, but you know, we had fairly like dotted commercial developments. Industrial stuff on the outside, some commercial, and then residential mostly toward the middle. This is a little uneven, but it's nice. It's nice. Don't question it. Why? Was Kitty's Skylines? Kitty's Skylines. Have you played Kitty's Skylines? Very nice game. Very nice game. Why what? Oh, why is it... No, I was... saying something stupid because I had nothing to say. No, Sims, what did I play? I played The Sims 2. I never really played much of The Sims 1, though I've been trying to figure out how to get it to run on Windows 10. Or if I just have to go get a physical copy of the game. Because I never really played The Sims 1. I played a lot of games based around The Sims 1, but not really anything. Oh god, now we're really paying for these people. What we might do is just delete our water supply. Yeah, this is costing me $350 a month. I mean, the people of the town, whom I represent because I'm a good mayor, because I'm a great mayor, of course. But look at that response time from only 2 small fire stations. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's see what happens when they move in. So suddenly demand has drastically risen from low income. You know, this city didn't really go as well as my last one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to zoom out to the region here. I'll give this a little bit more time, but I'm going to just philosophize for a moment here. Yep, more fire. We should probably do the smoke alarm policy. As soon as this ends, we can... There we go. Man, that's great response time, though. We did a good job with our fire stations in the city. I opine that. Feel free to disagree with me. Look for The Sims 1 complete collection with all the DLC. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, because they did a lot of extra discs. I was hoping GOG would get it or something like that. Or Origin. Hey, thank you for that. But I'm wondering if I can even do it on, if I have to go reinstall like Windows XP or something like that, which would be perfectly fine. Yeah, this is a much better city. I enjoyed the humor of the last city though, because we were just nuking ourselves for money. Ironically, the nuke probably cost more than it actually saved. But I'm gonna go ahead and exit out to region for a moment. Save and exit to region, because this city will need maybe a little bit more touching up. No, why is the game just jittering on my screen? I don't know if you see that. Rightopia was a very... Like, I don't know how this city did so well. Because there was no planning involved, and half the city I have to level later on. But just people were moving in. People wanted to come to this city. We did get extra solar power plants, so that was nice. But, I mean, look, even only half the city is really well developed, and then this half is just a mess. And yet still, it has a population of 120,000 only at year 99. Probably because I had to restart and make up for some of my mistakes, and I made it super dense, and I didn't care about traffic. And a lot of lives were lost in order to get to that. But at the same time, I mean, it's doing pretty well. You can't really argue with that. And then if we exit out to region and we look at the other one that I planned a bit more. I mean, this one had excessive schools and everything else, too. Maybe I should go reconsider the tax policy, because a lot of it comes back to this. Here's Indianapolis. This place is doing great. If I speed up time a bit, I believe they're making money. Where are we here? Yep, there. Yeah, they are making money by a bit, by a good bit. If we... I let this one run for a couple minutes, and more skyscrapers should probably come up. Oh, we get good residential demand too. But there are also a lot of decayed buildings, and we don't really have that many decayed buildings in the new city. So I do kind of appreciate that. Now what happens, I'm just going to see, to demonstrate. Yeah, look at that thing going up there. I'm going to demonstrate what happens if we lower the taxes on commercial, because this city can afford to do it if we get those skyscrapers. Just super interesting to watch it. See, like 9 to 8%. Man, a lot of these things are really looking bad. But will we get new developments in the middle of it? Somehow this city just kept going on. Zoom out more so we can watch them as they come in. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the name of the game with SimCity. Incredible game. Just so much fun to watch. And really the one that kind of started City Builders, so I do appreciate that about it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just dispatch these trucks, because this city was otherwise just a mess. Probably exit out to region. Doesn't look like they're really getting those developments, but this one was kind of impressive. Though there's bigger ones in the game, there's much more interesting stuff to see. I think, oh man, this is the song that makes me a little bit depressed. Though, I mean, looking at this place, it looks pretty well planned. It's the only one that's actually had an elevated highway. Not caring about traffic is always a killer. And yet in this one we did care about traffic. And yet even still, it's taken longer to do better. I don't know, it's kind of puzzling. Sometimes there's other factors. We did also accept and then reject a bunch of nuclear and toxic waste contracts. And we had a meltdown at several power plants that I kind of neglected. So, those were all so enjoyable experiences, but it wouldn't be The Sims without that, so that's what I enjoyed. Am I winning, son? I had a good time. I liked the name. I think the name of this one was the best. Can't Stand an Opal. Let's go check on our sim. I think I'd like to see how this guy did. Tad bit too much the second. What does that even mean? He has risen up. His father was a very hard worker, and he has now inherited his vast riches. His health is excellent. His education is he's 200 IQ. He's 56. He works in the Freytag building. He's a Capricorn. He lives in No Manor. He has $3. His father had $1. And his job is the CEO. Hello, what is your job? I am the CEO. Oh, he lives in the high wealth residential. Oh, good for you, Tad Bit Too Much the second. The CEO. Let's go for a drive, Tad Bit Too Much the second. Let's go for a drive in your scammy used car. Let's see your. Let's go in your. Man, look at these cars. They look a little dated now. Red exotic sports car. Let's give you your red exotic sports car and let's follow you around. Which. Whoops. How do I continue time? Can we still watch him? I could raise my mayor rating. Yeah, let's drive around as Tad Bit Too Much the second. Alright, just gonna go ahead and... This game also had... I totally left this out, but it had an entire free drive mode too. And I believe that you could also get into a helicopter and bother people in that as well. And look, you can just... Yep, you can just destroy other people's cars. I am getting, like, crime rating though, alright? It's turning red. The diamond on top of me. What happens when I crash into too many cars? Yep, I just explode. Unfortunately, we didn't do the mission. Does that mean that our mayor rating goes down? Oh, Jesus Christ. Mayor rating minus 40. I don't think that really does that much, though, yeah. Minus $3,000 isn't really that much either, so... Did I kill Tad Bit Too Much? And there is a giant nuclear smoke cloud over the town for just no reason at all. Is he dead? He's still alive. What is he? He's still the CEO. We'll give him... This appears to be a rickshaw. I thought that was like a guy being... He'll be transported in a... I don't even know what you call this. A palanquin. Palanquin? I have no idea how you pronounce that. Wow. A bohemian thing. Change my Sim's house. Change my Sim's job. What is he... You work at the school now. You give back to the community. Be a good person. There we go. Well, no one ever knew what became of him because he mysteriously disappeared. Amazing game, though, SimCity 4. Make him work at the power plant when he'll explode. The mayor has died. Long live the mayor. No, I was being Tad Bit Too Much the second. His father worked his way up from the slums in our city, and he moved. These don't really look like slums to me. They just look like fine. Yeah, this is certainly really nice over here. All right, folks. Well, I think I'm going to actually call it there. I don't feel like I have it in me to finish off this thing today. We did have the entire game crash, so I just wanted to kind of go back, have a trip nostalgically to the past with you in this game.